proud sports sponsor. Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's in Akron. When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Does your bank pay you a great rate on your checking account? With Northwest Bank's Compass Rewards account, you can earn our best rate. Plus, there are no monthly service fees. We have easy-to-use banking services at your fingertips. Plus, we reward you for growing your relationship with us. So check us out. You'll be glad you did. nw.bank/best rates. Northwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Remember Stockton Towing, your AAA trained and certified operators for Iowa, Nebraska, and South Dakota. No matter when or where, call 402-508-5500. Stockton Towing, your roadside lifeguard and proud sponsor of high school sports.
It's now time for high school football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
McCarty in the pistol. He takes the snap. Bootlegs right. He's looking to throw. Now he turns it up the field and runs to the 10, to the 5, middle of the field. Cuts back left side. He's in. Touchdown, Gehlen Catholic.
High school football.
Pump fakes. Lobs it up right seam for Krankus. Back there. And Brant Klein comes down with it at the 30-yard line. Brant Klein picks off his second pass.
With all the action, here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
Well, a very pleasant good Friday evening to you football fans. Welcome to week 1 of the high school football season. It is finally here as we are in Hinton at the Held Sports Complex for a non-district season opening matchup between the Hinton Blackhawks and the Gehlen Catholic Jays. Probably no better rivalry in Plymouth County than that one that we are going to see here tonight. Once again, good evening, everyone. Daniel Versteeg with you. We welcome you into our Friday Night Football pregame show of high school football here on KLEM Lamar's. We are online audio streaming this contest. You can find that at KLEM1410.com, or if you would like to tune in to our great video feed, you can find that on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel as well. That is being brought to us by Pease Pizza House, Northwest Bank, Julie Hurd, Realtor at Century 21 ProLink, as well as Easy Clean Car Wash. Well, it is finally here. We've been listening to our high school football previews all week, gearing you up for Friday night. Now, the time for talking, the time for hypotheticals, and the time for projection is all over. It's time to finally lace it up. It's time to finally tee it up and kick off the high school football season. We're doing that tonight with the Hinton Blackhawks against the Gehlen Catholic Jays, two teams who made the postseason last year. Hinton runner-up in Class 1A District 1 with a 5-3 regular season record. But Coach Harderson will tell you, I think you mentioned it in our one of our interviews anyway with him over the last couple of weeks, laid an egg in the postseason, and that's just kind of the way it went. A 21-0 home loss to AHSTW, but an opportunity to bounce back as they take on a Gehlen Catholic squad who also made the playoffs, third year in a row. The Jays were postseason bound. They would end up losing to the eventual state champs in Class A. West Hancock had to go on the road to Britt in that contest and fell to them. Gave them a good ball game, 38-22. You're going to hear from both head coaches coming up here on our pregame show. We chatted with Kadrian Harderson. You'll hear him first. Then you'll hear Jeremy Schindler, Gehlen Catholic head coach, coming up after Coach Harderson. Both coaches kind of said the exact same thing in the fact that, when these two teams played each other a year ago tonight, it was two teams trying to find their identity. Lots of new pieces, lots of just kind of unknowns as to what you were going to see from both of them. And the first week of the season, definitely showed that. A 10-0 Hinton win last year in this ball game. And it was, I think both coaches would say, kind of an ugly contest. Not one you're going to put on loop in the coach's office once the week was over. Neither team could really do what they wanted to. Very choppy offensively, and Gehlen squandered a couple of opportunities down near the goal line that would have made it a much more interesting ball game. But both coaches, again, would tell you the same thing. They grew from that ball game. The Hinton contest the Hinton team that took the field against AHSTW in the last round or against West Sioux in the final week of the regular season was nowhere near the same Hinton team that played Gehlen Catholic and Lamar's in week 1 last year. And Coach Schindler would tell you the Gehlen Catholic squad that lost to Hinton 10-0 in week 1 last year was nowhere near the team that showed up to Britt in the first round of the postseason or that played Hartley Melvin Sanborn on the road in week 8 of the regular season. So both teams had that growth last year that showed a ton of improvement, and both teams bring back a ton of talent. So there's a lot of eager optimism for some momentum to be carried over. Obviously, both teams bring back their quarterback, Cole McCarty at Gehlen Catholic. He has improved as a thrower of the football. That was the biggest knock against him as a junior last year. Gabe Anderson, you've heard a lot about him this offseason. He's going to North Dakota, offensive MVP in the district last year. A really athletically gifted kid. He was a struggle throwing the football last year as well. Coach Harderson says he has improved as well. So we might see a much different much different ball game than that 10-0 kind of grinded out contest we had last year in Lamar's. The kickoff is just a few minutes away. So we're going to step aside. We'll come back, and when we do, we'll be joined by Hinton head coach Kadrian Harderson. He's followed by Gehlen Catholic head coach Jeremy Schindler. That's coming up next on our Friday Night Football pregame show from the Held Sports Complex in Hinton. You're listening to High School Football here on KLEM.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You're listening to High School Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to our Friday Night Football pregame show here on KLEM Radio. Daniel Versteg with you, getting ready for Gehlen Catholic and Hinton. Week 1 of the high school football season, moments away from kicking off. And we are joined by the Hinton head football coach, Kadrian Harderson, to preview the matchup here on our pregame show. The Blackhawks, of course, the playoff team last year, district runner-up, and now trying to continue that trend as they start week 1 with Gehlen Catholic, a good rivalry matchup. But, Coach, first of all, now you've had a scrimmage under your belt. You've been able to hit somebody not wearing a black and gold jersey there for you. That's hopefully a nice change of pace. And then one week of walkthroughs and stuff like that. What's the feeling like with this team heading into now kickoff in just a few minutes?
Yeah, well, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, it was nice to get a scrimmage under our belt. Last week, getting to play HMS, as you said, you're always itching to hit somebody in a different colored jersey at this point in the year. And so that was good, but, the reality is the scrimmage isn't a game. And tonight will tax us more than we've been taxed so far, whether it be in practice or with the scrimmage. So we're going to have to be very mentally tough tonight. It's the first game of the year. You know as well as I do, some things are going to go your way, some things aren't. You're going to make a lot of mental mistakes tonight, and I truly believe the team that can be resilient through those mistakes is going to be the team that's going to come out on top.
Has that been, as you've been working on practice and stuff like that, have you been trying to hammer out the mental mistakes, or has this week been more of a putting the finishing touches on, some schemes, some plays. How do you kind of address the final week of preseason practice, I guess?
Yeah, it's tough. There's a fine balance there. Tuesday, we pushed them pretty hard in the heat. We really wanted to see what they could take mentally, what they could think through when their bodies were stressed. So that was a big day for us. And then Wednesday, again, in the heat, a little bit more of that, maybe not quite as hard. But the reality is, with the way our schedule lines up, you hate to say games don't matter. The first 3 weeks, when it comes to playoff seeding, do not matter. So it's really an opportunity. We take it as an opportunity to, let's see who can handle the grind early on. We'll give a lot of guys reps, a lot of guys plays, and see who can put some good film on tape, and then kind of let that spur us on moving forward toward the district season. So this game is obviously hugely important, but we're not gonna back off going into week one. There's still too much to learn, especially between the years, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially getting a test against a Gehlen Catholic squad who coach you. Obviously, played them week one last year, and Coach Schindler very well, district opponents, all that kind of good stuff. You kind of know what to expect at this point. First of all, I assume that number one priority is going to be stopping the run after what Cole McCarty and Cale Pearson did last year for the Jays. What do you have to be ready for when it comes to the Jays' ground attack?
Yeah, it's a two-headed monster back there. Coach Schindler, known him for years. He does a great job of putting his kids in positions to be successful. He's got a very good offensive line up in front of those two who are going to create some big holes and really stress your defense. A lot of different option-type concepts, a few RPOs. They marry up their zone game with their boot game very, very well. So they just do a lot of things that make you be sound on defense. If one guy's out of position, out of fit, the ball's going to find you gap. It's just the way, it's the nature of the beast. And Gehlen has perennially been very good about that, about attacking every part of the field, especially in the run game. So we're going to have to make sure that our run fits are very, very sound. And then on the back end, McCarty as a passer is much improved this year. He has really done a lot of work in the offseason, and he's really made himself into a threat back there throwing the football as well. So we're going to have to be sound on the back end. We're not going to be able to run or bite on run fakes. In that second and third quarter, once the run game is established for them, we're going to have to, every play reset. What is my job? What is my responsibility? And then just focus on that.
I've talked to coaches before when it comes to maybe a team that can disguise things like that very well, and Gehlen does do that, obviously, like you talked about discipline. There's a number of different ways to be disciplined, but Coach, a lot of coaches like to talk about the eye discipline and kind of where you're watching in a play like that. How have you tried to strengthen that eye discipline for your defense so that they're not caught twisted around by whatever Gehlen might throw at them?
Yeah, you just harp, and you get all your coaches to harp, and that's every single play. And at some point, you remember being a player too, and when you screwed up, it was because your eyes weren't in the right spot. Right. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of times you didn't get to until you were a sophomore or junior in college till you started to understand that. So we're trying to get these guys to understand that a little bit quicker and see that it really does matter. If you can get your eyes right, so many times your body's going to be right as well. So it's just that little focus, that little reset before each play. All right, whatever's happened is in the past. I can't change it. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. But right now it's this play, and I need to focus on what I need to focus on. And that's where I'm lined up and where are my eyes. So I think if we can do that, we'll be in positions to have success, and then you just got to make plays.
Kadrian Harderson with us is the head coach of Hinton football. On the other side, Coach, we kind of talked a little bit during our preseason chat about your offense, and you were kind of, I guess, statistically sort of in the same boat as Gehlen, where the ground was definitely more kind to you than the air. What are some things that you can maybe have success with, I guess, first on the ground when it comes to moving the football and trying to have success on your own?
Yeah, well, Gehlen is very, very tough in their forefront, right up the middle. They have two exceptional defensive tackles who are really going to be tough to move. So, the name of the game this week for us, if we want to have success, we're really going to have to take care of the D tackles first before we get off to a couple of Mike linebackers who are very, very speedy, who play sideline to sideline. They'll come downhill very quick. So they're going to be tough. We're going to have our hands full with them as well. But, yeah, first and foremost, I still believe football is one in the trenches. So if we can win between the tackles, I like our chances. But that's really got to be our focus. Before we worry about anything else, we have to control the interior.
Mm-hmm. And have you been able to, get some passing schemes that seem to be a little bit more favorable for you, that you can have some multiplicity with your offense?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think as a coach, you're always looking at new ways that you can attack a defense and how you can improve. But the reality is, too, you're just trying to improve your players, too. A lot of these guys that we were throwing the football to last year, well, now they're a year older. So you would like to think that a lot of those drops maybe that we had last year, now they become catches, or some of those balls that could have been a tough catch, and now we make those catches this year. So that's kind of what we're looking for in the passing game as a progression. And then, of course, Gabe at quarterback, we feel like he's made some very good strides, very similar to McCarty from Gehlen in the passing game. Obviously, he's always been able to run. His gift is his legs, but we feel like he's really got a good grasp of the offense this year as well, and seems to be reading things much better. So we're excited for what he looks like back there.
Yeah, very intriguing quarterback matchup. And I guess last thing to kind of put a bow on what we've all talked about, you've been doing this long enough, whether it is as a player, an assistant coach, head coach, whatever you've been in the sport of football. Week one, like you've talked about already, mental issues and flags and things like that kind of show, unfortunately, in this first week contest. What is the key to being disciplined in week one, to limiting mistakes and making sure you guys can come out of this with a 1-0 record and a good start to the season?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's always the goal. You're trying to limit those week one mistakes. How do you do it? That's a great question. I think it's just going to take ultimate focus from each player on every play. And honestly, it probably starts with us as coaches too. Do we have that calm demeanor where we're not worried about what's in the past? We're just focused on this play right now. But I do think that kind of flows to your athletes as well. They will emulate whatever you show them. So I think we have to understand that bad plays are going to happen. Let's not overreact to them. Let's move past it. Let's get the next play, especially in week one, week two, week three. Those things are going to happen. I truly believe it's the team that can overcome them more quickly. They're going to have more success in the end. So that's really going to be our focus.
Well, it's a good focus, and hopefully it leads to another win for you guys, like it did last year against Gehlen. So looking forward to a great contest, Coach. Always appreciate your time, and best of luck to you guys tonight.
Thank you, Daniel, very much. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. That is Harderson, head coach of the Hinton Blackhawks. We'll come back with Gehlen Catholic head coach Jeremy Schindler coming up next on our pregame show here on KLEM.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar's.
This is Jeremy Schindler, head coach for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
We welcome you back to our Friday Night Football pregame show here on KLEM Radio. Big Week 1 matchup as Gehlen Catholic squares off with the Hinton Blackhawks. I'm Daniel Versteg, and now pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Gehlen Catholic football team. It's Coach Jeremy Schindler. Coming off a 4-5 season last year, a postseason appearance, lost to West Hancock, but very good improvement all throughout the year. Coach, now it is time for week 1. A scrimmage out of the way. You are ready to go here for the first game of the season. What's kind of in the focus of this off season, and have you guys kind of accomplished some of maybe the goals you set out here in the first few weeks of preseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest goal was starting back in after we lost the playoff game was everybody needs to get bigger, faster, stronger. And I think across the board, I think you're going to see a lot of improvements in that. A lot of guys took the weight room pretty seriously, and we've also hit the weight room really hard early on here in camp to try and continue to build off of that. And so we've really been putting in a lot of work in the weight room, and hopefully that shows on the field. And then just trying to continue where we left off, especially offensively. I thought we showed so much growth throughout the year. Obviously, it was Cole's first year playing quarterback, and he grew a lot as the year went on. And then, he takes it into the off season, gets himself bigger, faster, stronger in the weight room, and continue to work on those throwing mechanics and be able to improve as a player, as a lot of our guys did. Cale Pearson, Jake Bogan, our linemen who returned, guys like Drake Hodgson, Dane Lehman. We're going to need big years out of all those guys.
Yeah, and thankfully, like you said, you're coming off at least some momentum from last year that can, hopefully lead to this year, Coach. So have you been able to kind of, from a playbook and X's and O's kind of standpoint, have you been able to pick up right where you left off, or did you have to do, just a little bit of backtracking just to make sure everybody's on the same page there?
Yeah, I mean, we had some JV guys who are kind of filling in some spots where we graduated some seniors, but for the most part, we're definitely farther along this year than we were week one last year. Maybe not quite as far as we were in the West Hancock game, the playoff game, but we're a lot closer to that than we are to where we started last season. So I definitely feel good about the playbook in terms of what we have in and our ability to execute those plays.
Well, that's good to hear because, we were kind of talking beforehand. Week one last year against Hinton was not the prettiest of football games, and Coach Harderson would definitely agree on the other side there. But looking forward to a really good game this year. Let's kind of talk about it, Coach. I know you're only going off scrimmages. Both of you guys are going off scrimmages as far as film study and just kind of understanding who's coming back. But we can start with Hinton at least. One thing that's coming back, and that's the quarterback position for the Blackhawks. Kid by the name of Gabe Anderson, who's going to be playing Division I FCS football next fall with North Dakota. What kind of things just stand out about him as you watch his film from last year and see what he did maybe in a scrimmage here last week?
Yeah, I think him and Cole are actually pretty similar in terms of their growth in this past off season. Just watching him on tape, he looks like a more confident thrower of the football. And then obviously he's a big, strong, fast kid. You got to watch him all spring in track. And then, you saw him on the scrimmage, and he has put on some muscle, and, he's a dangerous runner with the football. So we're definitely going to have to be able to stop him or at least limit what he can do. But again, he can do it with his legs and his this year, it seems like. So we're really going to have to be schooled up on defense.
Yeah, that's, you see quarterbacks like that on a semi-regular basis that can throw and pass. I mean, what kind of things do you need your front seven to kind of be ready for as far as, what to look for and how to then adapt to an ever-changing kind of athlete there at quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing is in the run game, when they run their option-type looks, you have to be disciplined in who you are, what your job and what your responsibility is. So our defensive ends have to make sure that they sit and contain the quarterback and don't go flying upfield where they get out of position. So being disciplined in our run gaps is very important. And then when they do drop back and pass, we have to make sure we rush with integrity and not get too far upfield, but don't be lagging behind either, because when you get those creases, that's when he can squirt through there and pick up a big play with his feet.
Gehlen Catholic head coach Jeremy Schindler's with us on the pregame show, and this is an area of the game that I love picking your brain about a little bit. You've got you talked about it there just earlier, and there again, your defensive line, your lines in general, they bring back 3 all-district offensive linemen on their side. Coach, what do you expect from the battle in the trenches here today? Because I mean that's a battle that I just can't wait to see unfold as the game goes along.
Yeah, we return guys like Dane Lehman and Drake Hodgson, who are obviously very productive players for us last year, and we're obviously going to need them to be extremely productive this year. On the defensive line, we also have Dylan Pecos, who really kind of found a home about halfway through the year on that defensive end spot. And he, brings a little bit of athleticism to that position, but towards the end of the year, he figured out how to stop the run, and he's a pretty dangerous defensive end. And then, on the other defensive end side, you got Mason Small and He's 6'4", 235. He's a big, strong kid, and pretty athletic too. He plays basketball, so he's got decent feet, and for his size, he's pretty quick too. So we're really looking to those guys to really control the line of scrimmage, keep our linebackers clean, and if they're going to block you one-on-one, someone's got to make a play. On the offensive side of the ball, you got a lot of those same guys. You got Mason Small, Dane Lehman, Drake Hodgson kind of make up our left tackle through center. And then, on the other side, we got Kane Kearns and Alexander Munoz, and those are big, strong kids, and they're ready to step in. They got, a lot of playing time on JV last year, and they were kind of our leaders on the JV offensive line, and now we need them to step up and be ready to play on Friday night. So really excited to see what they can do, and Hinton's going to test us. They play a 3-3, and they're going to blitz guys, and so we're going to have to make sure our eyes are up and we're blocking the correct people, and if we can cover people up, we think we have some talented ball carriers, and it could be a special offense.
Yeah, and if you are to progress further on offensively, Coach, obviously picking up the blitz and picking up those rushers are going to be key, but then making good decisions with the football, at least in Cole's regard too, because, you got Gabe Anderson back there as a safety. Kyle Leary picked off 4 passes last year. They've got an outstanding secondary that, can really disrupt you as well.
Absolutely. They have a lot of playmakers back there, a lot of speed, a lot of length with a kid like Leary. So we definitely want to make sure that we're attacking the correct area of the field and just taking what the defense gives us. Cole doesn't need to be a superhero with his arm. He just needs to make the right play, make the right throw. And if we can do that and get the ball in our playmakers' hands out in space, and then let them do something special with the football.
Well, Coach, last thing for you. You've now done this long enough. You've been through enough week ones in your time as head coach of Gehlen Catholic, and, of course, going back to your playing days. From your experience, what separates a 1-0 team and an 0-1 team after week one is over, and what's the key to the Jays being that 1-0 team after this first game?
Yeah, I think there's really 3 things that are really key for us. And first and foremost, I think we have to be physical. If we're physical on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball, not just the guys up front, but everyone. If everyone plays with an edge and with some physicality, that definitely makes us a better football team. 2, I think, you got to limit the penalties, especially week one. Those penalties are just, especially the ones where it's the false start or the offsides, the mental penalties, mental errors. So you got to limit those. And then the final thing is got to protect the football. That football is precious. We want to end every single possession with a kick, whether it's a punt or a PAT or a field goal. End it with a kick so that you're not turning the ball over and giving them really good field position. So if we can do those 3 things, I really like our chances.
Yep, I like your chances as well. Looking forward to a great game, Coach. This one always is a treat, and can't wait to see how it goes tonight. Coach, we appreciate your time. Best of luck, and we'll chat soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Daniel.
Absolutely. That is Jeremy Schindler, head coach of Gehlen Catholic Football, back with more of our pregame show from Hinton after this here on KLEM.
Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
This is Dan Lehman, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton for tonight's season opening football matchup in week one. It is the Gehlen Catholic Jays and the Hinton Blackhawks ready to do battle. A good rivalry contest on tap for you, and we have it for you here on KLEM Lamar's, of course, with online audio streaming. You can find that at KLEM1410.com. You can also watch this game. We'll have that available for you on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. And of course, if you missed the game live, don't worry. We'll have the archive for you. You can watch it back at your convenience on our YouTube page as well. The Hinton Blackhawks won the toss. They elected to defer their choice to the second half, meaning we're going to see the Gehlen Catholic offense on the field first, an offense that brings back the 2 best rushers in Class A District 1. Going to be a good battle here between a couple of grinded-out football teams. Hinton has this football teed up at their own 40-yard line. Caden Barrett is ready to boot it away. And back deep is Wyatt Coons for Gehlen Catholic. Here we go. Barrett sends a high right-footed end-over-end kick. This is going to the other return man in Cale Pearson. It's bouncing inside the 5, and it gets into the end zone for a touchback. So Gehlen Catholic will start with the football at their own 20-yard line. And again, they will be led out there on the field by the two best rushers their district had to offer last year. Cale Pearson, an 1,100-yard rusher last year as a junior. Cole McCarty, just shy of 1,000 yards, 958, the two best totals in Class A District 1. The two players that pretty much everybody knew last year where they were going to get the football, and you had to be ready for it. If you weren't, they were going to make you pay. So Gehlen Catholic gets the football first and 10 from their own 20-yard line following the touchback, and high school football is back in Plymouth County. We're glad to have you along for the ride here on KLEM. Cole McCarty starts things off, lining up in the pistol formation, two receivers on either side close to the formation. He gives it around the right side, and Cale Pearson takes it off tackle, right sideline across the 25, and he is out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. That's a nice first down carry for Cale Pearson of about 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down, and they'll give him 7. We'll say second down and 3 with our officiating crew, headlined by the referee, Dwayne Johnson, who will be trying to let us know about all the penalty calls throughout the contest. Hopefully not too many of them throughout this ballgame. Second down and 3 from the 27-yard line as Gehlen Catholic lines up in the formation. Two receivers on either side of Cole McCarty in the shotgun. Pearson off his left hip. The snap to McCarty. Speed option running left side. He's got the pitch opportunity. Late pitch goes to Pearson up the left sideline. He's got a first down across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A big hit by the future Fighting Hawk of North Dakota. That's Gabe Anderson on the stop, but he stopped him a little short of the line to gain. 4 yards to the 31, and it's a Gehlen Catholic first down. But, boy, we heard that hit up here. There's a reason why the Fighting Hawks had him so high on their recruitment list and why he is such a sought-after football player. Gabe Anderson with a nice hit on Cale Pearson after the pitch there. So first down and 10 for the Jays from their own 31-yard line. Again, with those two receivers on either side, a very spread-out formation offensively for the Jays. McCarty takes the snap and fakes the give. He's keeping around the right side, up the seam across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and he is met by a swarm of Blackhawks to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 4 for McCarty. We'll bring up second down and 6. So Cole McCarty with a nice carry there, and the Jays are doing a pretty good job of staying on schedule. I think that's the word Coach Schindler usually likes to use. Stay on schedule. You pick up your 4 yards average per play that you kind of need to make sure you get the first down when things are all said and done. Jays are doing that pretty well to start. See if the Blackhawks have an answer. Second down and 5 from the 36. McCarty in the shotgun, and it's a delayed give. The draw up the middle goes to Pearson, and he lowers his shoulder, fights his way forward for an extra couple of yards across the 39 to the 40. I'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a very big right out of the get-go for third down and 1 here for Gehlen Catholic. See if the Blackhawks can get up here. Didn't get to third down on the first set of downs, and now Gehlen Catholic tested early with a third down and 1 upcoming. 10:34 to play in this first quarter, and the Jays are trying to stay on the field offensively. This is a long one, too. Going to need a yard and some change. Under center goes McCarty. Takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper up the middle. That's going to be very close to the line to gain. They're going to stop this, try and get an accurate spot, and I wouldn't be shocked if they're going to have to measure this one. They're going to eyeball it. Boy, that is very close. Maybe a foot difference. Yeah, they're going to stop the clock, and they're going to measure this. It's either first down or fourth down. That's what we know at this point. So going to be a big call. The Jays aren't going to lose the football with that play, so that's the big thing. But it will be a big determiner as to what the play call will be afterwards. Boy, this is going to be a very close measurement right out of the get-go. Going to be for sure less than a yard, less than a foot even. McCarty on a quarterback keeper tried to muscle his way through the line for the first down. They extend the chains. Oh, he got it. Got it by about half a football length, and Gehlen Catholic moves the chains on third down, and they'll have their second first down of the night. So nice job by McCarty. Got exactly what he needed. Nothing more, nothing less. First down and 10 for the Jays. Their second fresh set of downs in this contest. 10-18 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Gehlen Catholic with the first offensive possession of the night. Lines up at their own 41-yard line as Cole McCarty leads the offense out there. He lines up in the pistol formation with two receivers on either side of the formation. Pearson directly behind McCarty as he takes the snap, gives around the left side, and Pearson's got a hole across the 45 midfield. He's got a first down into Blackhawk territory at the 45, and he's tackled forward to the 44-yard line. Give him a pickup of 15 yards, and that is easily enough for a Gehlen Catholic first down. Cale Pearson picking up right where he left off last year, and that was the mantra for both Hinton and Gehlen Catholic this year, is keep the momentum that they had at the end of last season, and it looks like the Jays have picked up right where they left off. Their round one loss to the eventual Class A state champions in West Hancock. First and 10 now for Gehlen Catholic from the Blackhawk 44. Going to be a couple of receivers on either side of the formation. Same look. And now we got a whistle. Flag blows the play dead. The flag was thrown by our near side line judge. And this is going to go against the Jays. No, excuse me. It's against the Blackhawks. Encroachment is the call against Hinton. It's a 5-yard penalty to the 39-yard line, and it'll be first down and 5. So it's a tough break there for the Blackhawks. It almost looked like there was some movement on the left side of the Gehlen Catholic offensive line, but it is the first penalty of the night. It goes against Hinton, and it is first down and 5 for the Jays from the Blackhawk 39-yard line. They continue their forward progress here with 9:12 to play in the first quarter. McCarty lining up in the pistol. Twins on either side as he takes the bell high snap, and the give up the middle goes to Pearson. He knifes his way through a few defenders and picks up 3 yards. He's down at the 36-yard line. That'll bring up a second down and a very manageable 2 yards to go. Boy, just keep going back to the well. It is working incredibly well as the Jays move the ball with some consistency here. Second down and 2 upcoming. Gehlen Catholic is at the Hinton 36-yard line, and this drive is now pushing 3.5 minutes of game clock already. 8:33 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless ball game. Jays with the first possession of the night. Second down and 2, and McCarty fakes the give to Pearson. He keeps up the middle. He's got the 35. He falls forward, and he's got another Gehlen Catholic first down. Up to the 34-yard line. We'll move the chains and keep this Gehlen Catholic drive afloat. Now they're going to give him 3 yards there. He needed 2, but he got 3. And Cole McCarty moves the chains for a Gehlen Catholic first down. This is their 4th first down of the evening so far. 4th first down they have earned anyway offensively. And so Gehlen Catholic lines up at the Blackhawk 33-yard line. Out of the pistol is McCarty, again with those twin receivers on either side. It's been the same formation. They fake the give. Bootleg right, and McCarty's looking to throw. Some pressure off the edge from Binabus. McCarty sidesteps him and keeps it, trying to salvage something out of it, but the Blackhawks were all up in his grill. A pickup of a yard to the 32, and that is going to set up a second down and 9. So the Jays were looking to throw off the bootleg, and Brooks Binabus rushing off the edge. He was all over that play, and it was only McCarty blowing up the play with the step vertical that ended up allowing Gehlen Catholic to pick up a yard on the play. We'll go second down, about 9 to go from the 32-yard line. Shotgun look. Twins on either side of McCarty here. He takes the snap, gives to Pearson, and the Blackhawk pressure only allows a couple of yards to the 30-yard line. It'll be third down and 7 there on the straight-ahead run by Pearson. And now you're seeing Hinton's not messing around. Cale Kramer's just saying, hey, let's line up the box. Let's not hide it. We're going to bring some pressure, and can the Jays respond? Now here's the money down. You got third down, about 7 and 6 yards to go, and you think Hinton's expecting a throw here. Do you pressure? Do you drop back? Do you stunt the blitz here? That's kind of the million-dollar question here. 6:39 to go in the first quarter. Big third down and 6.5. McCarty rolls out to his left. He's going to keep. Turns upfield. He's stopped. Only a pickup of a yard to the 29-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 5, and this is definitely 4-down territory here for Gehlen Catholic. They do not have a kicker capable of this field goal distance, and so the Jays are going to try and see if they can move the chains here on 4th down and 5. From the Blackhawk 29-yard line. Gehlen Catholic, they're going to take some time down. I think Jeremy Schindler is going to use a timeout maybe. No, they are going to break the huddle here with 10 on the play clock. 4th down and 5 for Gehlen Catholic. McCarty lining up in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers on either side as he takes the bell high snap, play fake, pressure, lobs it up the seam. One-handed try by Pecos. He couldn't bring it in. Oh, Dylan Pecos was flying up the seam. He was wide open, couldn't bring in the overthrown pass from Cole McCarty, and the Jays turned the ball over on downs. Excellent job by the Hinton defense. They made McCarty rush the throw, and that rush led to an incomplete pass with 5:51 to go in the first quarter. And now finally we will see the Hinton offense on the field, led by the reigning district MVP and Gabe Anderson, who will be playing his football next year at the University of North Dakota. Out of the shotgun with split backs for Gabe Anderson. 2 receivers to his right. And he takes the shoulder high snap and gives up the middle. This is Brooks Benabus, the fullback. Picks up a couple of yards. He's across the 30, gets to the 31. That's a pickup of 2 for Brooks Benabus, and it's 2nd down and 8. Dane Lehman, big defensive tackle, nose tackle there for the Jays on the stop. Gehlen Catholic very high on what they bring back in the middle of their defensive line. The tackles, Drake Hodgson and Dane Lehman. And you get some pretty good defensive ends as well, and Eddie Venegas and Dylan Pecos. 2nd down and 8 from about the 31. Anderson, the give, and it is to Benabus. This one's swallowed up. Cole McCarty, Drake Hodgson all over it. Maybe a yard to the 32-yard line. That's about it. It'll be 3rd down and 7, though, for Hinton. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. A scoreless start to week 1 of the high school football season. Galen's drive took 6 minutes and 9 seconds, but equaled 0 points. And now Hinton is trying to keep this drive alive, already facing a 3rd down and long. 3rd and 7 from their own 32-yard line. Shotgun look again for Anderson. 1 man off his left hip. He rolls out that way to the strong side of the field. He chucks it down the sideline. Kyle Leary's open. He tiptoes the sideline. He's out of bounds to the 43-yard line. An 11-yard pitch and catch to Kyle Leary, and the Blackhawks have a 1st down. Excellent composure all the way around. A couple of seniors there. Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary. Gabe with the composure to roll out, take his time, find the receiver, and throw an excellent ball to Leary. And the Blackhawks have a 1st down at their own 43-yard line. See what they dial up here. This is going to be Gabe Anderson's lining up under center. There are 3 men in the backfield. You've got a power formation here, and they mess up the handoff a little bit going to Brooks Benabus. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. No gain for Benabus. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Yeah, I don't think there was quite the communication. Almost looked like that play had kind of an option for Anderson to keep, and it looked like he wanted to pull it out of the belly of Benabus there at the last second, but they weren't quite on the same page there. So 2nd down and a long 9. We'll say 10 just to make it even with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Scoreless between Hinton and Gehlen Catholic. 2nd down and 10. Anderson now lines up in the pistol. He motions a receiver left to right in the formation. We got a whistle and a timeout called by Kadrian Harderson. The play clock was down to 3 seconds. So our first timeout on the field comes your way with 3:54 to play in the first quarter. Scoreless between Hinton and Gehlen Catholic. We are back with more of this Hinton Drive after this. You're listening to High School Football on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Cale Pearson, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Health Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio streaming. Can be found on our website, obviously, at KLEM1410.com. You can also find a video stream of this contest. We've got a quick link to it on our website at KLEM1410.com. or just search for KLEM Radio on YouTube, and we have that, and you can join a whole host of high school football fans that have us put up on your phone, your computer screen, your TV monitor, however you're watching or listening to this contest. We're glad you're along for the ride. Our video stream, of course, brought to you by Pease Pizza House, Northwest Bank, Julie Hurt at Century 21 ProLink, and Easy Clean Car Wash. Well, timeout came with 3:54 left of the first quarter, and the Blackhawks with a 2nd down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. As Gabe Anderson lines up in the pistol formation, he's got a trip receiver set to the right and a tight end left. He motions the back out of there in Cole Friesen. They give it to him on a screen, and that play is blown up in the backfield. In there for the stop is Landon Knipe from his safety position. Cole Friesen loses 2 on the screen pass. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Well, the Jays had that play sniffed out right out of the get-go. They motioned Friesen out of the backfield to his right, threw the screen pass out there, and that's when he met Landon Knipe and Cole McCarty all at the same time. So it'll be 3rd down and 12, and the Blackhawks really in a hole now behind the sticks on a big money down here. Out of the shotgun is Anderson. 2 receivers either side. Claps his hands and takes a shoulder-high snap. Pressure comes. Gets hit as he throws over the middle. Tipped up in the air and incomplete. On the coverage is Jack Roberts. He denies Caden Barrett the football. It'll be 4th and 12, and out comes the Hinton Blackhawk punting unit. So an excellent job by Gehlen Catholic. Boy, did they rush. A very talented quarterback in Gabe Anderson made the throw wobble a little bit, and good coverage on the backside by Jack Roberts to bat it away. And now Reese Stokes is out there to punt this one away. Averaged about 34 yards per punt last year. He's quite a weapon on special teams for the Blackhawks. He takes the high, long snap. He gets the right foot kick. Oh, it's off the side of his foot, and it's a scatter over there on the Hinton sideline. This is going to be outstanding field position for Gehlen Catholic. This is marked off by our line judge at the Gehlen 48-yard line. So that punt only nets 11 yards, and Gehlen Catholic will start right in the middle of the field with 3:02 to play in the first quarter. All right, just after talking about how much of a weapon Reese Stokes is, an 11-yard punt does not really justify my case there, unfortunately. Tough break there for Reese off the side of his foot. Now 1st down and 10 here for Gehlen Catholic, as they will have their 2nd drive of the night. First drive got inside the Blackhawk 30, but it was turned away on downs. An outstanding defensive stand by the Blackhawks. Here's McCarty in the pistol. 2 on either side. He takes a snap and gives. It's a carry up the middle this time to Jake Bogan, and the Blackhawks rush him well. Kyle Leary, Brooks Benaboos, Jacob Bishop, all your typical characters there to make the stop. No gain for Jake Bogan. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Now Jake Bogan with his first touch of the season. We were talking with Jeremy Schindler, and obviously everybody asked him, Cale Pearson, Cole McCarty, 2 about 1,000-yard rushers apiece, and he said, hey, you better pay attention to Jake Bogan this year. He's going to be a force. 2nd down, about 10 to go here for the Jays at their own 48-yard line. McCarty rolls out to his right. He throws up the sideline. Catch is made by Landon Knipe, and he is ankle tackled across midfield at about the 49-yard line. Maybe they'll give him the 48 as well. That's a 4-yard pickup for Knipe. We'll say about 3rd down and about 5 to go here. No, 3rd and 6. We'll say 3rd and 6. First completed pass of the night for Cole McCarty. He finds Landon Knipe. Knipe, who did not catch a pass last year as a sophomore. There weren't too many that did catch passes for the Jays last year. Obviously, we talked about it. The Jays we're not known for passing the football last year. Just 34 completed passes through the air. 3rd down and 6 now. McCarty rolls out to his left. He's being chased from the backside by Brooks Benaboos. Jacob Bishop pushes him out of bounds on the rollout left. He's able to pick up maybe a yard. I'll give him 2 to the 46-yard line of Hinton. That'll set up a 4th down and 3. As McCarty keeps on a scramble, and now with 1:33 to go, the Jays are once again staring a big 4th down in the face. Now 4th down and 6 the last time when they got turned away, and so yeah, this is going to lead to a Gehlen punt. They're at about the Hinton 46-yard line. And you don't want to be messing around here. Carver DeGroat's going to go back to return this punt. Cole McCarty is the punter. He takes the helmet-high snap, runs right, gets a rugby-style kick away, wobbles, and Anderson fields it short inside the 20-yard line. He's being chased down and brought down to the 23 by Easton Spangler, the freshman. And it'll be first down and 10 for Hinton after the punt. And the return gets to their own 23-yard line. So again, 1:26 to go in this first quarter. Gehlen Catholic has turned the ball over on downs and has punted. Hinton has just punted. They picked up one first down on their last drive. So we'll see if the Blackhawks can make amends for it anyway with 1:26 to go in this first quarter. First down and 10 for the Blackhawks at their own 23-yard line, all the way on that far hash, the left hash mark. Gabe Anderson lines the Blackhawks up in the shotgun. A receiver split out wide to the right and Leary. He gives around the right side, and this carry, I believe, is to Benabus. He picks up a yard of the 24. Gehlen says that he lost the football, but I think he was down. Yeah, pickup of a yard there for Brooks Benabus. No fumble on the play. It'll be second down and 9. I think that ball came out very late, and Gehlen was just trying to sell something there to the officials and didn't really have much of a case to be made to our officiating crew, who was right on top of it. They're in midweek form right out of the get-go. 53 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. So now we have a whistle. Gehlen with a late substitution after the huddle was broken, and I think it was due to maybe some equipment or an injury or something. Yeah, it looks like maybe an equipment issue, and so that's why the official took a little time there. Second down and 9 from the 24-yard line. Gabe Anderson in the shotgun. Couple of tight ends of the formation. He's looking to screen. Pump fakes it to Freeze. Now he keeps up the middle. He's got some green. 30 to the 35, 40. He fumbles the football, and diving on it is Wyatt Coons. He tried to inch forward at the last second, and Anderson coughed it up. At the 41-yard line, Wyatt Coons on the football. They say it's Gehlen's ball, and the Jays have turned over the Blackhawks in the middle of the field. Boy, tough break there for Anderson. He made something out of nothing. Picked up about 15, almost 20 yards on the play, but then that last effort after he's being wrapped up at his legs was what did him in and allowed Gehlen Catholic to take over the football. So a fumble by Anderson, recovered by Coons, and Gehlen Catholic has the ball here with 33 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Scoreless ball game between Hinton and Gehlen Catholic, and now first and 10 for the Jays of the Blackhawk 48. McCarty keeps after the fake give around the right numbers. He picks up 2 and is down there at the 46-yard line, and it'll bring up second down and 8 here for Gehlen Catholic, and I think they will be content to just take this scenario into quarter number 2. We'll see. We'll wait before we take a commercial break here, but it looks to be that, Gehlen Catholic is going to take this one to the sideline. So we have played 12 minutes of football. Oh, it's good to be back. We are scoreless. Hinton and Gehlen Catholic going at it here at the Held Sports Complex. We'll come back and have the second quarter of action here from Hinton after this. You're listening to high school football here on KLEM.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamars. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty's Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
This is Cole McCarty, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM. With online audio at KLEM1410.com and a video stream that can be found on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. We also have a quick link to it, which you can find at KLEM1410.com. Getting ready to start the second quarter, Hinton and Gehlen Catholic knotted up at nothing apiece. So far to this point, Gehlen Catholic got down inside Hinton's 30-yard line, turned away on downs. Hinton picked up a first down, punted the football. Gehlen goes 3 and out, and then Hinton fumbled it away. Gabe Anderson to Wyatt Coons, and now the Jays have the football after that fumble. They've got 2nd down and 9 from the Blackhawk 47. Cole McCarty lining up at the shotgun, fakes the give to Pearson, keeps around the right side, and he is met by the Blackhawk defensive line. An outstanding defensive line on the stop, no gain there. Hit made by Jackson Kunkel initially. It'll be 3rd down and 9 here for, actually they're going to give him a loss of a yard back to the 48, so we'll say about 3rd and 10. Yeah, they're gonna say a loss of a yard on the play. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for Gehlen Catholic. So a much longer field than I think they initially thought. As the first quarter saw no scoring, second quarter just getting underway. See if the Jays can stay on the field. 3rd down and a long 9. McCarty in the gun. He takes the snap and rolls out to the strong side, left side, throws upfield. Ball's tipped up in the air and incomplete. It was in and out of the hands of Brant Klein, who had a clean look at the football but couldn't haul it in. It'll be 4th down and 10, and the Gehlen Catholic punting unit is back onto the field. So after picking up 4 first downs in their first drive of the night, the Jays have not been able to pick up a first down since. Boy, Hinton's defense is locked in, and that has been a great sight to see. After the long drive to start the night, it has been a much different Hinton defense here in the last couple of drives, in fact, here for Gehlen Catholic. Cole McCarty to punt it away, and a penalty flag is out as Gehlen had too many men on the field. Yep, too many men on the field, so a 5-yard penalty, and that's not the worst thing here for Gehlen. Actually, might be a benefit. Gives him more room to punt the football here. So they're going to go back to their own 48, a loss of about 5. 4th down, about 15, 14 yards to go, somewhere around there. And so now we will have a Gehlen Catholic punt. Maybe a few extra yards won't hurt them. Carver to Grote is back to return. Gabe Anderson is the short man in case that punt comes short. McCarty runs right, and he gets the rugby kick away. This one's over the head of Anderson. A fair catch signaled for and caught by Carver to Grote at his own 18-yard line. And that will give Hinton the football back. So while Hinton has done what they've needed to do in response to Gehlen's first drive offensively, in the fact that they have not allowed a first down since, unfortunately, their offense has not been much better. Just 1 first down, and they've turned over the football as well. So you've got, a really nice bounce back on defense, but the offense is not caught up yet. We'll see if that changes here as the first drive of the second quarter for Hinton gets underway. Gabe Anderson's going to line up under center. He's got 3 men in the backfield, a couple of fullbacks, and Cole Friesen is the deep man. They give it to one of the upbacks, and nothing doing on that play, just a yard to the 49, or to the 19. Anderson actually kept it. It looked like he wanted to give it. Now, that's probably what ended up happening, kind of what we talked about in the first quarter. There's options involved with that formation, and Anderson, with a bad exchange there earlier, nearly caused a fumble. But he keeps it for a yard. 2nd down and 9 upcoming for the Blackhawks from their own 19. 10:35 to go in the first half, and Hinton and Gehlen Catholic are scoreless here in a Week 1 non-district matchup. Everybody's non-district here this week. Gabe Anderson, shotgun, a 3-step drop, looking to air it out. Deep down the left sideline, single coverage for Leary, and he overthrew him and incomplete. An overthrown pass for Kyle Leary. Jack Roberts on a little bit of physical coverage. No penalty flag. It'll be 3rd down and 9 here for Hinton. Ball overthrown of Kyle Leary, about 4 or 5 yards out in front of him. 3rd down and 9 upcoming here for Hinton from their own 19. 10:20 to go here in the first half. Hinton and Gehlen Catholic still nothing on the scoreboard at this point. And now the Blackhawks line up. 3rd down and 9 from their own 19. Following a shot there from Anderson. He takes the shotgun snap, drops back to throw. Pressure from his right side, and he throws wide of Caden Barrett and incomplete. Great pressure off the edge from Easton Spangler out of the linebacker position. Forced a hurried throw, and an inaccurate throw at that. It'll be 4th down and 9, and the Blackhawks are going to go 3 and out. So right now, Gehlen Catholic is just dominating field position right now. This ball has been in Hinton territory for way too long for what the Blackhawks need it to be. Reese Stokes lines up to boot it away, and we'll see if he can get a better kick on this one. His last one went off the side of his foot. Takes that long snap. Now he's got it that time. That's a much better kick, and Cale Pearson steps up to field it on a fair catch at the Hinton 48-yard line. So a much better punt there for Reese Stokes. It nets them 39 yards. Or 29 yards, excuse me. And Gehlen Catholic will start from the Hinton, we'll say 47-yard line. 10-10 to go here in this first half. Coming up at the half, we will try and track down any scores from around Plymouth County or scores that may be of interest anyway, and we'll relay those to you, as well as a first half recap coming up on our halftime break. So 1st and 10, Gehlen Catholic with the football at the Blackhawk 47-yard line. Cole McCarty takes the snap. He's got a speed option left. He's got the pitch option with Pearson. Keeps it, sheds a tackle up the left, numbers across the 45, and he's out of bounds at the 42-yard line. That's a pickup of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 here for Gehlen Catholic, getting it further into Hinton territory. So the Jays are moving the football here to at least start the drive. First play gets them on schedule, as Coach Schindler would say. 2nd down, we'll say about 4 or 5. And I'm sure Coach Schindler, whenever he comes to Hinton, I'm sure this is always an odd feeling to be on the other sideline after playing here. Had such a great career, went on to play at Briarcliff, but his high school career here at Hinton. 2nd down and about 5. A pistol look in the give to Pearson. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage and is able to rumble his way forward for a couple more yards at the 40-yard line. He gets finally brought down by Jackson Kunkel. And that is going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll say about 2. 3rd down and 2 for Gehlen Catholic from the Hinton 40. And this, again, it's a big down at this point. You have got to stay on the field here at this point. You've not had a first down. Gehlen's not had a first down in almost a full quarter. About 9 minutes of game action since they last picked up a first down. 3rd down and 2. Twin receivers either side, and the shotgun to McCarty. He rolls out to his right, being chased, throws upfield. Leaping catch, Wyatt Coons across the 30, 25. He's wrestled down in the red zone of the 19-yard line. 21-yard pitch and catch. The biggest play, but a penalty flag's going to bring it back. Penalty flag back at the 35-yard line. I think we're going to get a hold. And that will negate all of that progress. Or ineligible man downfield. That's the call. That was the other penalty flag that could have been thrown there. Yeah, when you get those scramble drills, man, that's when stuff goes haywire, and that's when those penalties, just like that, become an issue. So an ineligible man downfield negates the 21-yard completion to Wyatt Coons. It's now 3rd down and a long 7 here for Gehlen Catholic. 3rd down and a long 7 for the Blackhawk 45-yard line. 2 receivers either side of Cole McCarty. Lines up in the shotgun once again. Cale Pearson is off his left hip. McCarty takes the snap. He rolls out to his left as he chases up the sideline. He's got the 40, gets out of bounds near the sticks, and he's got the first down. The spot to the 37-yard line. He picked up 8 when he needed 7, and the Jays move the chains on a big 3rd down and keep this drive alive. 8 yards on the keeper there by Cole McCarty. Exactly what the doctor ordered. 1st and 10 for Gehlen Catholic to the Hinton 37. 8:45 now to play in this first half, and Hinton and Gehlen Catholic remain scoreless here in a non-district matchup of a couple of Plymouth County rivals. 2 teams who have been so competitive with each other in pretty much every sport. Here's the snap back to McCarty and a whistle. Penalty flag blows it dead. We're going to get a false start. And Gehlen will see 1st down and 15 here as the play gets blown dead. Yep, so back to the 42 there. That is the 2nd Gehlen Catholic penalty of the drive. They've been whistled for 3 penalties. Hinton whistled for 1. And each of them have been a total of 5 yards each. So first down and 15 here for Gehlen Catholic from the Hinton 40, we'll say 41. From the 41-yard line, Gehlen with twin receivers either side of the pistol formation. Low snap, McCarty gives up the middle. Cale Pearson carries forward across the 40 to the 38-yard line. Give him 2 to the 39, I should say. And it will be now second down and a baker's dozen. Or maybe just a dozen. Not quite a baker's dozen there. So it is second down and say 12 and a half. We'll go dozen and a half. 8:15 to go in the half. And we are scoreless from the 38-yard line of Hinton. Gehlen Catholic has been on this end of the field a long time, but they have 0 on the scoreboard to show for it. Snap back to McCarty out of the pistol. Sweep play around the left side. Pearson lowers the shoulder. He picks up a few extra yards on that, getting up ahead to the 35-yard line. 3-yard pickup there for Cale Pearson, and that will set up third down, about 9 to go. Third down and 9 here for Gehlen Catholic from the Blackhawk 35. And again, the million-dollar question, can you stay on the field? Gehlen Catholic has not been able to do that on this end of the field anyway. They've been able to move the chains pretty easily and effortlessly on one end of the field, but so far this side has not been good to him. 3rd and 9, bootleg and rolling right as McCarty dumps it off at the flat. Oh, and Cole Friesen blows up Wyatt Coons after making the catch of the 32. He's able to pick up 4, but nowhere near what he needed. It'll be 4th down and 5. Cole Friesen was right on top of that pass. And a nice play out of the flat. And so now it will be 4th down, and we'll say about 5-6 yards to go with 6:50 to go in the half. Hinton and Gehlen Catholic are scoreless here in a Week 1 matchup. Jays trying to stay on the field and see if they can convert their first 4th down of the night. And movement on the line. This is going to back up Gehlen Catholic again. Another false start against the Jays. The Blackhawks saw it right away. And Gehlen will be moved outside the chains. It's going to be 4th down and a long 10, short 11, following the penalty. Very tough pill to swallow there for the Jays. That's their 3rd penalty of the drive. 4th here in the second half alone, or in the second quarter alone. And now they might try maybe like a quick kick or something like that. Nobody's back deep for Hinton. Jays are still lined up to go for it on 4th down and 11. They're going to run a play. McCarty rolling out to his left. Gets a block outside the numbers. He's got nowhere to go. He's able to get something up the left sideline, but it is not going to be anywhere near the sticks. He's out of bounds. I'm going to say it about the 32. And so it'll be a pickup of 5, but he needed 10. It's a turnover on downs, and Hinton has forced the Jays off the field again. Or have they? Got officials timeout here for something. Oh, what's the there's a referee down on the play. Oh boy. So the because of that, the result of the play is going to stand there. McCarty's 4-yard carry unofficially anyway, is not enough. Nowhere near the line to gain. 1st and 10 upcoming, and now the attention, though, is on, I believe that's our line judge over there, our headline judge. And, yeah, I think he got caught up when that play scrambled over to the sideline. He maybe got under somebody or lost his footing and getting dinged up on the play. So that could be a big deal here. It looks like there's some nodding, so I think that's a good sign that everything's going to be okay over there, and it looks like that official will stay in the ballgame. Good to see. And even better to see if you're a Hinton fan, the Blackhawks get the football back. It's the first time they've touched the ball in 4 minutes. And now they will get the ball at their own 32-yard line. Boy, the Blackhawks need to make some progress here. This ball has not gotten out of Hinton territory this entire second quarter. About 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter, the last time the ball was in Gehlen Catholic territory. So Hinton's got it at their own 32. 6:09 to play here in the first half. Hinton and Gehlen Catholic remain scoreless in a Week 1 matchup in high school football. Under center is Harderson. He gives it to the down back in Cole Pearson. He carries up the right seam and picks up a few yards. Gets to the 35 and to the 37-yard line as well. And that's going to be a pickup of 5 yards. But hold on, we got a penalty flag downfield. So wait just a moment here. Ball's currently spotted at the 37-yard line. That penalty flag is downfield. I wonder if a receiver on that outside got a little too physical with his blocker and ended up just kind of manhandling him for a hole or something. See what our officials end up calling. I don't know what this could be. That penalty flag is 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. There's a personal foul after the play against Hinton. Well, that is a really tough break for the Blackhawks there. They're going to lose 15 yards on the penalty from the end of the run. And it's going to be second down. Yeah, so the carry will stand anyway statistically. That's a 5-yard carry for Friesen, but it is pretty much all but negated by the penalty there. And so it is second down, about 20 to go. Blackhawks have the ball at their own 22. Ball back at the 22-yard line, 2nd and 20, and Anderson fakes the pass. He keeps up the right seam. He's got Green, 30, 35, 40. Right sideline outside the numbers, 45, and a shoestring tackle in the open field. Saves a guaranteed touchdown. Cale Pearson there to bring him down to the 50-yard line. That's a 28-yard run for Gabe Anderson, and he's got a much-needed Hinton first down. Well, that is exactly what the doctor ordered. Gabe Anderson breaks it free for 28, and the Blackhawks have a first down right at midfield. 5:23 to go here in this first half. Hinton and Gehlen Catholic are scoreless. From the 50-yard line, Anderson goes under center, 3-man backfield. He gives to the down back, Friesen, carries up the right seam. A helmet lost in the play as Cole Friesen picks up about 4 yards to the 46. And bring us up second down and 6, and somebody's going to have to lead the game there for Gehlen Catholic, losing his helmet. Maybe 5. They're going to give him the 45-yard line, and this ball has finally gotten into Gehlen Catholic territory. The Blackhawks have not been in this spot in this quarter. They have not actually possessed the football in Gehlen territory yet tonight. Galen's had it in their own territory, but Hinton has not. So a much-needed gain here for the Blackhawks, and now they got the ball rolling. See if they can keep it going downhill. Second down and 5 from the Gehlen 45. They give up the middle, and Friesen's got a hole across the 40. Cuts back left seam 30, 25, and a shoestring tackle there in the open field by Jack Roberts. Brings down Cole Friesen to the 25-yard line. He's got 20. And another first down for Hinton. All right, once the Blackhawks get rolling, it's tough to stop the train, get off the tracks. 1st and 10 at the Gehlen 25-yard line. The Blackhawks have something building now offensively. They are just working their way down to the red zone at this point. Whether it's Cole Friesen, Gabe Anderson, anybody touching the football, they're doing good things at this point. Anderson goes under center. 3-man backfield with 2 fullbacks up. Takes a snap, and the give goes to Brooks Benabus, who carries around the right side. And he's got a few yards up ahead of the 23. It looks like just a pickup of 2. Mason Small on the stop there for Gehlen Catholic, and Benabus makes it second down and 8 on his keeper. 3:50 to go in the first half. Hinton's got 2 timeouts remaining, so they've got plenty of time here to try and find the end zone before the half's over. Gehlen Catholic has 3 timeouts. They could make something happen if they're given enough time after the Hinton drive. 2nd and 8 from the 23. Give around the left side, and Cole Friesen has not much of wiggle room there to try and make something happen. He's brought down at the 21-yard line. Dylan Pecos was there. Jake Bogan was there, Dane Lehman was there as well. And it's a pickup of 2 to the 21, and it is now 3rd down and 6 on that run by Cole Friesen. 3rd down and 6 now for the Hinton Blackhawks. Easily their best drive of the night, and they are a yard away from the red zone, and that is pretty darn close to Reek Stokes' field goal territory. 3rd and 6. Anderson shotgun, fakes the give, he keeps. He's got a big crease up the left seam. 15-10. Sidesteps one defender's brought down by Cale Pearson at the 6. He's got 15 yards, and that will set up 1st down and goal here for the Blackhawks. Gabe Anderson's got 15 yards on that carry. 1st and goal from the 6 here for Hinton. Trying to get on the board for the first time for either side tonight. Scoreless with 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Play clock starting to wind down to 10. Blackhawks will kind of have to hurry here to get a playoff. Down to 5. Anderson lines up under center. It's down to 2. Down to 1. He gets the snap, fumbles it, picks it up, and he's wrestled down in the backfield for a loss. At the 7-yard line, not a good center quarterback exchange there. Anderson loses a yard on the play. It's 2nd down and goal now from the 7-yard line. With 2 minutes to play in the half, Hinton just pounding on the door of the goal line, and they do not want to have to call on Reese Stokes here. They want to call on him after one score already happens on a point after. Anderson under center. 2-man fullback combo, Brogan Lake, Brooks Binabus. They give it to the tailback, or that is Binabus on the tailback run, and he's able to get that yard back up to the 6-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal on the keeper there by Brooks Binabus. So 3rd down and goal from the 6. And now with 1:15 to go in the half, I think Kadrian Harderson might call a timeout here and see what he wants to do. Well, he's going to send Gabe Anderson out there in the huddle. Minute left. Play clock's down to 7. It's down to 5. And, yeah, Hinton's going to call a timeout here. There's the timeout with 55.5 seconds to go in the half. Hinton's got a 3rd down and goal from the Gehlen 6-yard line. Trying to get the first points on the board tonight. We'll have the next play for you when we come back here on KLEM.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
This is Dylan Pecos, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back to the Health Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Radio, online audio at KLEM1410.com. Also got a video stream for you on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel with 55.5 seconds remaining in this first half. Hinton facing a 3rd down and goal from the Gehlen Catholic 6. Hinton just used their 2nd of 3 timeouts. Blackhawks do have 1 more in case they face a 4th down here. And, of course, at this point, points are going to be the big key. So see how that goes. Gabe Anderson lining up in the shotgun. He's got a short fullback up in the formation in Binaboo. Snap back. Anderson lobs a fade. Back corner of the end zone. Kyle Leary's got it. He comes down in bounds. Touchdown, Hinton. Kyle Leary hauls it in. Back corner of the end zone. And the first score of 2024, a combo that was pretty good last year. Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary. Hinton goes up 6-0 with 51.5 seconds to play before halftime. Now, you knew something like that was going to come eventually. You've got Kyle Leary, who's listed at 6'4". I'm not sure I buy that. He's taller. And now Reese Stokes on for the point after try. Off the hold of Anderson. High snap, gets it down, right-footed kick. It is just inside the left uprights, and it is good. Your score with 51.5 seconds remaining in the first half. It is 7-0. Hinton on top. We will take a break, and we will come back. Gehlen Catholic's going to get the football and see if they've got a chance. They'll have 3 timeouts as well. Back after this on KLEM.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
This is Brant Klein, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's with online audio at KLEM1410.com. Video streaming as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Well, the Hinton Blackhawks are on the board. A touchdown completion from Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary has put Hinton up by a score of 7-0. And now the Jays are going to get the football. All 3 timeouts left with 51.5 seconds to play before the break. Caden Barrett will send this one away. Sends a high right-footed. Good kick. Back inside the 5. Cale Pearson takes it out from the 3. He angles toward the right seam to the 15. Jukes away for the defender. Right numbers to the 19. And then here come the Blackhawks. 3 players get to Pearson at the 19 and stop that return dead in its tracks. So Pearson's going to only get about 15 yards or so up to the 19-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 for Gehlen Catholic there with 46 seconds to go here in the first half. So, again, Gehlen doesn't have a whole lot to work with here. My guess is Jays will try something. If it works, they'll start using timeouts. If it doesn't, they'll probably just call it good into the half, although Hinton will get the football to start the second half as well. McCarty rolls out to his left. He looks to throw up the sideline and bounces it in front of Brant Klein and incomplete. Brant Klein couldn't haul in the short arm pass of Cole McCarty. And it will be second down and 10. And that just took about 3 or 4 seconds off the clock there. 42 seconds remain here in the first half. 7-0. Hinton leads Gehlen Catholic in our Week 1 matchup here in high school football in Plymouth County. Good battle here, and one that I'm sure you're going to want to stay tuned to throughout the rest of the night. Second down and 10 for the 19. McCarty in the gun. Pearson in the backfield, or Bogan in the backfield. They fake the give to Bogan. McCarty keeps up the middle, and he's only able to pick up a yard. To the 20-yard line, it'll be third down and 9. And that is pretty close to an identical game play clock and game clock. So the Jays might have to run a play on 3rd and 9, but that play will take us to the halftime break. I guess this would be where Cole McCarty's probably got to ask, do I have to snap it here to take us into the locker room? I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to have to. So Gehlen Catholic's going to be content to take this one into the locker room, and I don't blame him here. Well, that is the end of the first half, and your score after 24 minutes of football. It is the Hinton Blackhawks 7 and Gehlen Catholic 0. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will run down the first half summary, get you caught up on all the fun, thrilling action you have missed to this point. We're also going to see if we can try and track down maybe some scores in Plymouth County football and get you caught up on what you may have missed to this point. Again, your halftime score, it is Hinton 7, Gehlen Catholic 0. We are back with our halftime coverage after this. From the Held Sports Complex in Hinton, you're listening to high school football here on KLEM.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products, and they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
Plymouth Awards and Engraving is a proud sponsor of local athletics. For all of your custom awards and engraving needs, visit Plymouth Awards and Engraving at 130 4th Avenue Northeast in Lamar's. You are sure to find that perfect gift for anyone at Plymouth Awards and Engraving.
Does your bank pay you a great rate on your checking account? With Northwest Bank's Compass Rewards account, you can earn our best rate. Plus, there are no monthly service fees. We have easy-to-use banking services at your fingertips. Plus, we reward you for growing your relationship with us. So check us out. You'll be glad you did. nw.bank/best rates. Northwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Protect your eyes from the sun during the game and all year long with sunwear from Gretkin Family Eye Care downtown Lamar's. And don't forget to schedule your back-to-school eye exams with Gretkin Family Eye Care.
Schindler Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Schindler Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Schindler Glass.
This is Drake Hodson, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
All right, welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio can be found at KLEM1410.com, and we are video streaming as well. You can find that on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Well, it is halftime here in Hinton, and the Hinton Blackhawks have a 7-0 lead over the Gehlen Catholic Jays here tonight. A really good contest to this point, honestly, kind of what we expected after last year's 10-0 Hinton win. It has been a dogfight, a slugfest, however you want to describe it. It has been that here tonight as Hinton was able to pick up a score there to end the first half, capped off a wonderful 5-minute and 18-second drive, 9 plays, 68 yards, and a 6-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary. And that has been the difference so far as the Hinton Blackhawks hold a 7-0 lead over Gehlen Catholic. We're coming up on the first half. We'll run down some of the scoring summaries, the drive summaries. We'll get you caught up on that. We'll also get you caught up on the individual and team yardage totals. And we'll see if we can try and track down some scores from around the area. We do have one. Sergeant Bluff Luton currently leading Lamar's 15-0 at the halftime break. Well, we'll start with our drive summary here so far. It looked pretty good for Gehlen Catholic right out of the get-go. Boy, the Jays worked a wonderful drive to start the night. They get downfield about 51 yards. They get down to the Hinton 29-yard line. And it took 12 plays. They were working it, but turned the ball over on downs. Hinton's defense stood strong and kept the Jays off the board at that point. Kept it 0-0. Hinton got the football back, picked up one first down, a little pitch and catch there to Kyle Leary for 11 yards, moved the chains, but then they were turned away and punted the football afterwards. Gehlen goes 3 and out on their next drive. Hinton's next drive, second play, Gabe Anderson trying to get a little extra effort on a 15-yard rush. He carries and loses the football. Wyatt Coons recovered it, and it is Gehlen ball from there. Jays go 3 and out once again. They punt to start the second quarter. Hinton had to punt on a 3 and out to start their second quarter, their first drive of the second quarter. Then Gehlen Catholic with great field position. Again, starting in Hinton territory. They get all the way down to about the 30-yard line again, but turn the ball over on downs. That's been a key. Great field position, just nothing to show for it here for Gehlen Catholic tonight. Meanwhile, Hinton getting the football back, and boy, did they know what to do with it right away. It looked bad. It looked like it was going to be another rough Hinton drive. They picked up 5 yards on a nice carry, but it was called back due to a personal foul. Back to the 22. It was 2nd and 20. Gabe Anderson scampers for 28 yards to midfield, picked up a first down there. Another modest 5-yard gain, and then here comes Cole Friesen carrying for 20 yards to the 25. That set up another first down. Blackhawks kept it moving, picked up another 15 yards on a run by Gabe Anderson. Not much doing on the next 2 plays, and then all of a sudden, a 6-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary capped off a wonderful 10-play, 68-yard drive in 5 minutes and 18 seconds, and Anderson's touchdown pass to Leary with the point after by Reese Stokes made it 7-0. Gehlen just took it into the locker room from there. So again, the score 7-0 in favor of the Hinton Blackhawks as they look to go 1-0, much like they did last year at this time. Some of the yardage totals, let's give you those here at this point. Gehlen Catholic unofficially with 80 total yards of offense, 73 of those coming on the ground, just 7 through the air to this point. Cole McCarty is 2 for 5 passing the football here tonight. Meanwhile, the Hinton Blackhawks with 112 yards of total offense. That comes down to 15 passing and 97 rushing. And it's a tough break for Gehlen Catholic. You could take away about 4 plays, and Hinton would have really nothing to show for offensively. You take away 4 plays that totaled 15 or more yards, and you are talking about maybe a total of 40 yards offensively. You had 2 15-yard runs by Gabe Anderson, a 28-yard run by Anderson, then a 20-yard run by Cole Friesen after that. And outside of that, it's been almost impossible to move the football. Individual leaders offensively. Let's see, Cale Pearson for Gehlen Catholic. He's got 9 carries for 42 yards. Cole McCarty's run 12 times for 31 yards, and he's 2 for 5 with 7 passing yards. For the Hinton Blackhawks, Gabe Anderson has carried the ball 5 times for 58 yards. He's also completed 3 of his 6 passes for a total of 15 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Leary, 2 catches for 17 yards and a touchdown. And then, of course, Cole Friesen, 4 carries, 32 yards on the ground. And that is where we sit from an offensive standpoint. Again, your score, it is Hinton 7, Gehlen Catholic nothing after 1 half of play here at the Held Sports Complex. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to try and see if we can find some scores from around the area and see if we can keep you up to date on what's happening in Plymouth County football. There's a lot of good games. I can tell you also coming up on our Coaches Corner program tomorrow morning, we are going to have, of course, Gehlen Catholic head coach Jeremy Schindler, Lamar's community head coach Ken Vigdahl, and then we're also going to try and track down one of the co-head coaches from Kingsley Pearson River Valley. That'd be Travis Newman, and we're going to try and get you caught up on them. They are playing Alta Aurelia tonight, so some good games there around the area. Akron Westfield's taking on Ridgeview. MMCRU against Cherokee. Remsen St. Mary's has got Harris Lake Park. And again, Lamar's community, they're starting their season against Sergeant Bluff Luton, and they are down to the Warriors by a score of 15-0 at the half. So let's take a break. We'll come back, get you some scores from around Northwest Iowa. Again, 7-0 Hinton on top. We are back in just a few minutes. You're listening to high school football here on KLEM.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Hi, sports fans. This is Perry from Ace Hardware in Lamar's. We're happy to have a huge selection of what you need to efficiently maintain your home so you can find time to enjoy the game. Check out what's in the store at the new Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Happy Phillips.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
The Lamar's Knights of Columbus Council 1466 would like to wish our teams the best of luck in the game. The Knights of Columbus is proud to support our schools and many charities throughout the year with our pork chop dinners and fish fries. Check out upcoming events by visiting their Facebook page at Lamar's KFC. For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, J-Max Construction is ready for you. At J-Max Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best of class construction and concrete work. Call J-Max Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
This is Alex Peters, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Health Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you. On this contest, it is KLEM Radio with online audio found on our website. You can find that at KLEM1410.com. It is halftime here in Hinton, and the Hinton Blackhawks hold a 7-0 lead over Gehlen Catholic in Week 1 action of the high school football season. Non-district, everybody in non-district action here in Week 1. There is really no exceptions. 4A down to 8 player. Everybody's non-district this week. Then Class A and Class 8 player kind of get going with their district schedule next week. The 1As through 4As, they wait a little while there. So that is where we are at. We're in the process of flagging down some scores around the area. I think we got pretty much most of them. We're going to work on one more here as I'm talking anyway. So again, your score here at the half. It is the Hinton Blackhawks currently leading Gehlen Catholic by a score of 7-0. That 6-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary. That has been the difference to this point. Really not much else to speak of here right now, and that's just kind of because it has been your typical grinded-out kind of football game. Not much has been done on either side as far as offensive production is concerned. And we'll see if that starts to change as we get further along into this ballgame. We do have score updates from all of our Plymouth County teams, so let's get those to you here at the halftime break. Some of these games are at various points in their contest. We'll start in town at Lamar's Community. Sergeant Bluff Luton with a 15-0 lead at the half over the Bulldogs. Again, we will hear from Ken Vigdahl coming up on our Coach's Corner program tomorrow morning. Also, in the second quarter there, Kingsley Pearson River Valley, they've got a 7-0 lead over Alta Aurelia. Good start for new leadership there for the Panthers. The MMCRU Royals, they've got a tough sled uphill here against Cherokee. They are down 23-0 in the second quarter unofficially there. Ridgeview, just check that one. It has a 7-0 lead over Akron Westfield. That ball game in the third quarter. And it's halftime up in Lake Park. Boy, Remsen St. Mary's is on one here to start the year. They lead the Wolves 39-0 at the halftime break. Remsen St. Mary's preseason ranked number 4 in Class 8 player, and you can see why. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we're going to get the second half kicked off. It's going to be Hinton's football when we return. 7-0 Blackhawk lead here in Hinton, here on KLEM.
Smithco Manufacturing in Lamar's would like to wish our area athletes a safe, successful fall season. For 30 years, Smithco has used great teamwork to produce the #1 selling side dump trailers in the country. To learn how you can join our winning team, go online at sidedump.com.
Sweet 16 Lanes is a proud supporter of our area athletes. When Lamar's or Gehlen wins, head over to Sweet 16 Lanes after the game. Show your team spirit with your apparel, buy your first game, and get your second game free. Celebrate the win at Sweet 16 Lanes.
Top-notch automotive owners Jerry and Jason Mura can help with all your auto repair needs, from AC repair to transmission rebuilds, engine replacement, steering, suspension diagnostics, and more. Call 712-546-7430 or stop by Top Notch Automotive, 1600 18th Street Southwest, Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Gehlen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
This is Jake Bogan, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Radio. Online audio, of course, is found on our website. That's KLEM1410.com. We're also providing a video stream, which you can find on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Second half just about ready to kick off here as Hinton leads Gehlen Catholic by a score of 7-0 by virtue of winning the coin toss to start the ball game and electing to defer. The Blackhawks going to get the football here to start the second half of play. So Hinton already with some momentum now, scoring on a Gabe Anderson touchdown pass to Kyle Leary right before the first half came to an end. They will now have some momentum as the second half gets ready to get underway. Gehlen Catholic will be kicking off the football from their own 40-yard line. Of course, once this ball game is over, we'll have some post-game recap and maybe some scores from around the area to try and bring you as we do all throughout the football season with the post-game coverage at that point. So, Gehlen Catholic has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Dylan Pecos will be ready to boot it away. Gabe Anderson's back there. Carver DeGroat back there to return, and here we go. Dylan Pecos sends the right-footed end-over-end kick, and Anderson takes it out from his own 6. Takes up the right seam to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sidesteps left seam to the 35 to the 40, and he is brought down at the 41-yard line. That stop made to the run back by Grant Arns. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hinton from their own 41-yard line. So good field position here for the Blackhawks. This is the best field position they've had to start a drive all night. And the Blackhawks will get to work after a nice drive going 68 yards to end the second quarter. And a touchdown pass from Gabe Anderson to Kyle Leary. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hinton from their own 41-yard line as Gabe Anderson leads the Blackhawk offense onto the field. A shotgun look for Anderson. Split backs with one on either side of the formation and a tight end left. 2 receivers right. Anderson, the helmet high snap, and the give goes to Brogan Lake. He sheds a tackle and has a crease across the 45 to midfield, and he's down on the Gehlen side of the field to the 49. And they'll give him just the 50, a pickup of 9 yards there for Brogan Lake. That's his first touch of the night, and it's a good one. It is 2nd down and 1. Well, they probably needed to give Brogan Lake the football a little bit more here tonight. My goodness, good start, as he's got a manageable 2nd down and 1 yard to go from midfield. Anderson lines up in the shotgun once again. Just one back off his right hip and a fullback to his left. That is Brogan Lake there. Trips bunch to the left. Anderson gives up the middle, and Brooks Benabus carries for a first down. He got what the previous run could not in Brogan Lake. Brooks Benabus picks up 2 yards to the Gehlen Catholic 48, and it's a first down there for the Blackhawks. So nice carry there for Benabus, a fresh set of downs, and a first down here for Hinton at the Gehlen Catholic 48-yard line, 11:06 to play before the third quarter comes to an end. And it's 7-0 in favor of the Blackhawks here in a Week 1 matchup in high school football. 2 receivers right, tight end left, a shotgun look again for Anderson as he takes the shoulder-high snap, fakes the give, play fake, dumps it off into the flats. It's Lake, gets a good block downfield from Friesen. He sheds a tackle across the right numbers, 40, 35 to the 30. He's spun out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. How about the hats off to Cole Friesen on that downfield block? What a job as he got Brogan Lake free for more yardage up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 18, and it's a first down there right away for the Hinton Blackhawks. Brogan Lake catches that ball out in the flats and does just an outstanding job following downfield blocking, getting a downfield block, number 1. And, really a nice run there for Lake. 1st and 10 now for the Blackhawks from the Gehlen Catholic 30. 2 receivers either side. Empty backfield here for Anderson. He's motioning Friesen back there. Jet sweep fakes it to him. Keeps around the right side, outside the numbers to the 25. And he is brought down forward. Dane Lehman there in the pile brings him down about the 22. And it's going to be a pickup of 8 yards there for Gabe Anderson. I'll only give him 7. Second down and 3. Here for the Blackhawks. 7 yards for Gabe Anderson. He's averaging about 11 yards a carry, 6 carries for 65. Second down and 3 now for the Blackhawks from the Gehlen Catholic 23-yard line. 7-0 Hinton, 9:44 left to play in this third quarter. The Blackhawks line up now at the Gehlen 23. They're trying to make it a 2-score ball game. Out of the gun is Anderson. He fakes the give, passes over the middle. Nice grab by Caden Barrett. He reaches up, full extension, and hauls it in at the 9-yard line. He was coming over the middle of the field. That's a dangerous spot to be for a receiver, but he knew where he was at and how to bring that one in. It's first down and goal for the Hinton Blackhawks on the 14-yard completion. And that's a good first catch for Caden Barrett, who's playing his first snaps of football since he was about an 8th grader. The senior class finally poked and prodded him enough and said, hey, you got to go out for football. And he said, all right, we'll finally do it here as a senior. And now, thank goodness, Coach Harderson's thanking his lucky stars he did. First and goal at the 9. Anderson fakes, pitches right. Friesen, not much to do down that right sideline. A penalty flag is thrown as Friesen picks up a yard to the 8-yard line. But I think we're going to get an illegal block down there. I think we're going to get, looked like maybe an illegal block below the waist or some kind of a chop block there. That's a block in the back. All right, block in the back is the call against Hinton. Dwayne Johnson, our white hat, makes that call. That is 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so they're going to put about the 18. And it's going to remain second down and goal. Or a first down and goal, excuse me. It'll remain first and goal here for the Hinton Blackhawks now at the Gehlen Catholic 18. They're still in the red zone, but lost a lot of that progress there with 8:45 left to play before the end of the third quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of Hinton. Anderson out of the shotgun, and he gives up the middle. This is Brogan Lake pushing his way through blockers, sends a tackle at the 10, and he's tackled into the end zone for a Blackhawk touchdown. Brogan Lake shedding tacklers, muscles his way in for 6, and the Blackhawks have a 2-score lead. It is now 13-0 Hinton here with 8:34 to play in this third quarter. Now Brogan Lake, a great broken tackle downfield, and he was able to keep his feet moving long enough to get himself into the end zone. And now Reese Stokes on for the point after kick. Reese Stokes will try and finish off the drive properly with the point after kick. The snap, the spot by Anderson on the right-footed boot by Stokes. It is inside the uprights, and it is good. And your score with 8:34 to play in the third quarter. It's Hinton 14 and Gehlen Catholic We'll be back. Jays will get the football after this. You're listening to high school football, our season opener, here on KLEM Lamar's.
Lamar's Physical Therapy wants to wish our student athletes a successful and injury-free season. But if injury occurs, our therapists are here to get you back into the game. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider.
Touchdown for great times at the Lamar's Eagles Club. Join us Tuesday nights for bingo, and don't miss our delicious Wednesday night burger night. Proud sponsors of local athletics, where the fun never stops. Visit the Eagles Club this week.
This is Jeremy Schindler, head coach for the Gehlen Catholic football team. You're listening to Jays Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Radio now with 8:34 to play in this third quarter. And the Hinton Blackhawks have taken a 14-0 lead. That was a 6-play, 59-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock, and an 18-yard touchdown run by Brogan Lake caps off the drive and puts the Blackhawks up by 2 scores. So a nice job there by Hinton. They kept the momentum up, and now we'll see if Gehlen Catholic can respond. And now they have been punched in the mouth with 2 scores and have only had the opportunity to counter with 2 offensive plays. Caden Barrett gets into one. High right-footed kick, and it's fielded at the 6-yard line and taken out by Pearson. He's trying to reverse field left side, gets up across the 20, but not much further to the 21-yard line. That hole that Pearson saw initially got covered up pretty quickly, and the Jays will get the football back with 8:28 to play in the third quarter. Boy, Hinton's feeling really good about themselves now. The Jays have not had much of anything to work with offensively. Of course, the 3 penalties that Gehlen had on their their longest, most recent drive anyway, the one that did not end the first half, those penalties really hurt them, and the Blackhawks took advantage of it to get themselves off the field on defense. 1st and 10 now at the 21. McCarty pitches on the option. It is to Pearson outside the left numbers, and he is tackled forward up ahead to about the 25. They will give him those 4 yards and make it 2nd down and 6. Cale Pearson carries for 4 up to the 25. 2nd down and 6. 8:05 remains in quarter number 3. 14-0 in favor of the Hinton Blackhawks in week 1 of the high school football season. It took about a quarter and a half, but after that, the Blackhawks have come to play. 2nd down and 6 for the 25. McCarty fakes the give. He's going to keep up the left seam, and he did not have much to work with there. Just a yard to the 26-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 to go. I'll give them an extra yard, so we'll say 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 here for Gehlen Catholic, as they will need to stay on the field at this point. Right now, anything short of a long, sustained drive at the minimum is really going to be costly. Hinton would get great field position to stop here. 3rd down and 4. McCarty out of the shotgun. He rolls out to his right, the wide side of the field. He's being chased toward the sideline. Nowhere to go. And a nice tackle on the edge there for the Blackhawks. That's Brogan Lake who got there and ended that run before it could even get going at the 28-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard. It is 4th down and 3. And I would have to imagine Gehlen's going to punt this. Well, they ended up with some somewhat decent a decent spot there. They may think about going for this. 6:38 to play in the third quarter. Here comes the punting unit. Yeah, I like this call better, but now the Jays kind of horsed around a little too long. The play clock's down to 2. It's down to 1, and I think Coach Schindler's just got to take the delay of game. He cannot afford a timeout here. We'll see if he did call a timeout or not. Nope. Delay a game. So a delay a game penalty will back the Jays up to their own 24. It's another penalty for the Jays, and we were talking with Coach Schindler on our pregame, and he said, I think we got all that out of our system during the scrimmage, but evidently it is still sticking around. Cole McCarty line up to boot this punt away. He gets a good kickoff, right-footed spiraler toward the left sideline, but it takes a hit and bounce at the 48-yard line. Gets a little roll for the Jays afterwards, and it is touched down there at the 49-yard line, and Hinton will start just on their end of the field after a net punt of 27 yards by Cole McCarty. Well, you're in between a rock and a hard place if you're Gehlen Catholic right now. You have had drives go nowhere, and Hinton's had 2 consecutive drives end in pay dirt. So you're in between a rock and a hard place. Do you go for it on 4th and 2 and risk giving a red-hot team better field position, or do you just bite the bullet and give it to them at midfield? I think you just got to bite the bullet here at this point. Blackhawks have it at their own 49. 3 receivers left. Anderson with a quarterback keeper. He's following some blocks right up the middle, and he picks up 4 to the 47-yard line, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6. So Anderson following a lead block from his back there in Brogan Lake. And he gets the Blackhawks into Jay territory with 5:56 to go in the third quarter and a 14-0 Hinton advantage. Blackhawks, again, red hot, white hot offensively. They can do no wrong right now. Every play was for big yardage on their last drive, minus the penalty. Take away the penalty, everything was big there. 2nd down and 6. From the Gehlen 47, straight ahead dive play. It is to Cole Friesen, the tailback, and he picks up 3 to the 44-yard line. Anderson, the under center snap, and a straight ahead dive. 3-yard carry there for Cole Friesen. And it is now a 3rd down, and we'll call it 3. 3rd down and 3 yards to go here for Hinton with 5:08 to go in this third quarter. And the Blackhawks now line up at the Gehlen Catholic 44. Line to gain is the 41. There's this power formation. It's Anderson under center, 2 up fullbacks, and Friesen the tailback. Anderson nearly trips. He's spun around in the backfield, doesn't go down, and now he is brought down for a loss. That play was busted. Jays got great penetration into the backfield. Anderson loses 2. It'll be 4th down and 5, and the Blackhawks are going to bring out the punt team. Nice job. The Gehlen Catholic front 4 got outstanding penetration, and Anderson had a defender in his face mask before he could even realize what play they were running. 4:25 to go in quarter number 3. 14-0 in favor of Hinton, and the Jays need to get a good run back here. Snap back to Reese Stokes, and he gets the line drive kick away. This one's taken by the Jays, and here comes the run back by Pearson. He breaks a tackle across the 30, and he is tackled out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Kind of out-kicked the coverage there. Reese Stokes with a line drive boot. And that run back for Pearson gives the Jays some pretty decent field position, but they got to do something with it here. They're at their own 32-yard line is where this drive will start. So that punt only ends up netting about 14 yards. Really a tough break there. Good run back there by Pearson. He shed the first tackle, and he was into the second level at that point. So it is 1st and 10 now here for Gehlen Catholic. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. 14-0 in favor of Hinton. And Cole McCarty lining up at the pistol. He takes the snap and gives straight ahead run for Pearson. He dances through the first level, gets into the second level across the 40, and he's tackled down in the open field by Gabe Anderson at the 42-yard line. And that's going to be a pickup of about, right at 10. They're going to give him 10 and a Gehlen Catholic first down. Cale Pearson with a 10-yard carry. He's got 56 yards on the ground here tonight. 1st and 10 for the Jays as they try and cut the deficit in half here. And in an ideal world, if you're a Gehlen fan, you'd get this done before the third quarter ends. 3:42 left in the third. 1st down and 10 from the 42. McCarty in the shotgun. 2 on either side. The Blackhawks bring pressure. Screen pass right. Caught by Coons. He couldn't get free. Carver to Grote sheds the tackle of Landon Knipe and brings down Coons for a loss back at the 41-yard line. Carver to Grote beat Knipe there on the outside and was able to make that play. They're going to say a loss or a no gain on the play there for Wyatt Coons. And it will be 2nd down and 10 here for Gehlen Catholic from their own 42. With 3:07 to play in this third quarter. And the Jays, after getting a good start to this offensive possession, find themselves now trying to salvage the drive. 2nd and 10 from the 42. McCarty, shotgun, takes the snap. Looking left, pump fake short. He's going to air it out into single coverage left sideline. Couldn't get underneath it. The target there, Landon Knipe. On the coverage there for the Blackhawks is Mark Gann on the outside, and he was stride for stride with Landon Knipe. But that pass overthrown anyway, so Gant didn't get a chance to show off his athleticism there. And that long, incomplete pass is going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So 3rd down and 10 here for Gehlen Catholic. Ball is spotted at their own 42-yard line. Maybe just behind it here. Following the aired out incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, McCarty, Gibbs, it's Pearson trying to get past the first wave. He gets across the 45, left seam and spun down around to the 46-yard line. They're going to say about a 3-yard carry to the 45. Didn't quite get that 46-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 7 to go. As Pearson carries for 3. 4th and 7 in the middle of the field. And Gehlen is going to, well, Hinton expects a punt here. I expect the punt too. But is Gehlen going to bring out the punt team here? No, they're not. They're going to line up offensively. So here comes Anderson and DeGroat from their deep spots. They line up in the formation. McCarty rolls out right, throws. Caught by Klein at the sticks. Did he get it? I don't think he did. I think he's short of the 48-yard line. He needed the 47. Yeah, that spot by our near line judge is not good enough. It's a turnover on downs for the 3rd time tonight. But they are going to measure. I don't think he got it, just off my quick look at it. That spot really does not favor the Jays in the slightest. It is an 8-yard completion to Brant Klein, though, at least for the moment. But, gosh, I don't know how this is going to be enough to move the chains. I'm going to set it up. Ball is on Hinton's side of the 48. They'll extend the down marker. Oh, he did get it. Oh, wow, those chains ended up maybe being a link longer. I did not think he had enough to get the 1st down there, but he does, and the Jays stay on the field. Excellent job by Brant Klein. He got just enough, and he moves the chains for a Gehlen 1st down to the Hinton 47. Well, that's the first down for Gehlen Catholics. It's about 8 minutes to go in the first half. They went about 16, 18 minutes, somewhere around there, without a 1st down. And now they move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Blackhawk 47-yard line. 4 receivers set, 2 on either side. A give out of the pistol. Pearson spins out of a tackle, wrapped up high and brought down hard for a gain of a yard or maybe a foot. Not much to speak of. It'll be 2nd down and 10 on the carry by Pearson. Cale Pearson doesn't get much. The Blackhawks swarm to him pretty well. 2nd down and 10 with a minute 23 to go in quarter number 3, and a 14-0 Blackhawk advantage in week 1 of the high school football season. The Blackhawks trying to make sure that this is a 2-year sweep. Of course, the schedules go in 2-year swings. 2nd down and 10. McCarty again on the pistol. High snap at the give. Goes to Pearson straight up the middle, and the Blackhawks have him stopped again. Just a pickup of a yard to the 46. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Gehlen Catholic. And now is where you got to make some progress here. 42 seconds left of the 3rd. Gosh, the Jays have got to be able to move the football. But here, this spot of the field and a little bit further, this about 20, 25-yard spot of the field from the midfield to Hinton's 25, the Blackhawk defense has been stout in this end of the field, this section of the field. 3rd down and 9. 2 on either side of McCarty. Fakes the give. Play fake. Airs it out. Right numbers. Looking for Pecos, and that ball is incomplete. Double coverage there Carver to Grote on the coverage. Cole Friesen there as well for the Blackhawks. Dylan Pecos couldn't bring it in. It got deflected off of his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now 4th down and 9, excuse me. On the incompletion of Dylan Pecos, the Jays, they're going to stay on the field again. They have the viewpoint that at this point punting gains them nothing. If you were going to punt, you were going to do it on the first 4th down. If you're not, you got to keep it going. 4th down and 9 for the Jays. Snap. McCarty rolls left. He dumps it off and throws it wide to Brant Klein. Incomplete. Penalty flag back behind the play. I don't think this is going to end up mattering. It's going to be against the Jays. Yeah, and Hinton's going to decline that for sure. So penalty flag doesn't matter as an eligible man downfield, but the incomplete pass much more important. The down rather than the distance. The yardage way more important for Coach Kadrian Harderson. And again, Gehlen Catholic turns the ball over on downs. That's the 3rd time they've been turned away on 4th down here tonight. And so with 11 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter, the Hinton Blackhawks will probably run one play and then take it into the 4th quarter. 14-0, Hinton on top. 11 seconds to play in the 3rd, and it is Gabe Anderson lining up in the shotgun. He's got split backs back there. Brooks Benabus to his right, Cole Friesen to his left, and 2 receivers off the left side of the formation. With Anderson lining up in the gun. Claps his hands, penalty flag thrown, and they're going to get the Blackhawks for a delay of game. Yep, delay of game is the call, so the Blackhawks will already start behind the chains. They'll have it at their own 41-yard line, but have 1st down and 15 upcoming. So depending on what this play call will be, will probably determine whether or not we will see 1 or 2 plays in this 3rd quarter. At least on this drive anyway. Again, the score. It is Hinton 14, Gehlen Catholic nothing. Snap to Anderson, gives up the middle, and not much to do there for Friesen. He picks up maybe 2 yards, gets to the 43. It'll set up 2nd down and 13, and that play will start quarter number 4 when we come back. 14-0, Hinton leads Gehlen Catholic. We're back with more high school football after this here on KLEM.
Men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Meshers Clothing Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for your homecoming outfits and more. That's Meshers in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
Does your bank pay you a great rate on your checking account? With Northwest Bank's Compass Rewards account, you can earn our best rate. Plus, there are no monthly service fees. We have easy-to-use banking services at your fingertips. Plus, we reward you for growing your relationship with us. So check us out. You'll be glad you did. nw.bank/best rates. Northwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
This is Dan Lemon, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we are back to the Health Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Radio. Of course, online audio can be found on our website, and that is KLEM1410.com. Ready to start the 4th quarter of play as the Hinton Blackhawks currently lead Gehlen Catholic by a score of 14-0. Blackhawks are going to start the 4th quarter with the ball. It'll be 2nd down and about 13 to go here for Hinton. Ball spot at their own 43-yard line of the Blackhawks. Take the snap with Anderson. He rolls out to his right out of the shotgun. He gets upended in the backfield. The sack there is made by Landon Knipe. Anderson loses 6 back to the 37. Great play by Knipe. And it will be 3rd down and roughly a mile to go here for the Blackhawks. I guess unofficially or officially it'll be 3rd and 19, I think, if I did my quick math correctly. If I passed 4th grade math in there. At least they got 23 on the board, so I think they maybe that's right. I don't know. 3rd down and 19. I don't think that's quite right though. Ball's at their own 37-yard line here for Hinton, so a mile to go and not a whole lot of time to do it. Taking the snap is Anderson, gives up the middle. Brooks Pinabus on the carry, gets toward the middle of the field and is brought down to the 41-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. It'll be 4th and 14, maybe 15 to go. Yeah, 4th and 15, and we got a whistle, and a Blackhawk is down. Brogan Lake down on the field after that play. The 4-yard carry by Brooks Pinabus. So Brogan Lake will be attended to by the Blackhawk training staff on hand for this contest, of course. See if we can try and get you maybe some updates from around the area, as it looks like Akron Westfield falls behind even more. Now it looks like a kick happening for Ridgeview there, as the Raptors have added to their lead in this ball game against Akron Westfield. Looks like now 14, or no, that was a field goal, so 10-0 Ridgeview leads that one in Holstein, but that is late in the fourth quarter there, so not a whole lot of time to rectify in that ball game there. Try and keep you up to date on some of those games as the ball game starts winding down here. Brogan Lake currently down with a apparent injury of some kind. He is sitting up, so that's always a good sign there. You start to worry about when you see a guy lying on his back, but he is up, which is definitely a good sign for the moment anyway. But the amount of time he spends down, that's when you start to kind of wonder if you are going to have some issues there. So hopefully it will be good news here, and you know, it could be cramping. It was warm yesterday. It was warm earlier today. It was pretty humid. You get all those kind of things going, and you can have some pretty perfect conditions for cramping. Score update from Lake Park is Remsen St. Mary's leading Harris Lake Park 51-0 in the third quarter. So the Hawks are having no problem with their first week contest, and we didn't really expect anything less. Well, we've got some time on the field for an injured player. We'll take the time as well. Blackhawks lead 14-0. 11:01 left in the fourth. Back after this on KLEM Lamar's.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's and Akron. When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Remember Stockton Towing, your AAA trained and certified operators for Iowa, Nebraska, and South Dakota. No matter when or where, call 402-508-5500. Stockton Towing, your roadside lifeguard and proud sponsor of high school sports.
This is Cale Pearson, and you're listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
Well, after all was said and done, Brogan Lake was able to walk off the field under his own power. Seems a little dazed there on the sideline and just kind of gingerly walking around, but good to see him come off the field under his own power. Before that, the Blackhawks ended up with a fourth down, and so Reese Stokes will hit a line drive punt. It's taken from the 30 by Cale Pearson. He gets ahead of steam up the left sideline across the 40 to the 45. He's out of bounds at the Gehlen Catholic 46. Nice run back there. Cale Pearson picks up 16 yards on the return. And the Jays will get the ball with 10:45 to play, and they need 2 scores. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And with the rate possessions are coming here tonight, this is probably must-score territory. I mean, you know, the thought is, can Gehlen get 3 possessions in this fourth quarter? Now, they only got 2 completed possessions in the third quarter. I mean, I don't think you can get 3 distinct possessions. I think this is score or go home here for Gehlen. Cole McCarty lines up in the gun. He keeps, now pitches right. It's Jake Bogan up the right numbers. Like he's across midfield, and he's into Blackhawk territory. At the 47-yard line, Jake Bogan with a nice run back. And now a couple of Jays are down, shaken up on the play. As all of a sudden, players have stayed down for both sides, and that is the last thing you want to see in a ball game like this. 6 yards there for Jake Bogan. Dylan Pecos down. This one looks like a cramp, which I think is a good sign here. Dylan Pecos was just a little slow to get up, but he has since been okay. And now we've got a Jay getting a leg stretched out. And if you're going to see a player down on the field, this is okay. It sucks. Cramping is not fun, but it's a whole heck of a lot better than a sprain, a break, or something like that. So that is hopefully good to see that is just a sprain. Again, we do want to remind you, coming up tomorrow morning on KLEM Radio, we're going to get started at 8:05. It'll be our first in-season edition of the KLEM Coach's Corner. We'll be happy to chat with Ken Vigdahl, Lamar's community head coach, Gehlen Catholic head coach Jeremy Schindler, and then we will also try and track down one of the co-head coaches of Kingsley Pearson River Valley football, and Coach Travis Newman, and try and get his thoughts on their contest with Alto Riley. We did check that during one of the commercial breaks, and the Panthers have taken a 13-0 lead over Alto Riley in that ball game in the third quarter now. So hopefully we will have a good thing to talk about there with Coach Travis Newman. Also want to remind you, coming up next week, boy, normally we can only bring you one football game on KLEM Radio. You're in luck. Next week we've got two. Thursday night, Lamar's community squares off with Sioux City North at Morningside University there. And, of course, the Sioux City schools share that field, so you get some Thursday night games. We'll have that Thursday game for you here on KLEM, and then we'll be at Jim Lorenzen Field Friday night as Gehlen Catholic squares off with MMCRU in their first district game of the year. Well, that's going to be fun. Two football games for the price of, well, one, which is none. So there you go. That's going to be the way things go next week. You can tune into those contests on KLEM Radio, and both games also streamed on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Good to see the Jay get off the field under his own power, and now it is 2nd down and 4 here for Gehlen Catholic from the Blackhawk 47-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCarty fakes the give, rolls right. He takes a shot up the right sideline, landing Knipe jump ball, couldn't bring it in. Penalty flag comes in. A penalty flag comes in. I think they're going to get the Blackhawks for pass interference. Boy, that's a tough one. I don't know if there was really enough there to throw the flag, but the penalty flag was thrown on the coverage there, looking for Landon Knipe. It's a tough scenario for the Hinton defender, for any defender really, on a ball that comes back. We've also got a penalty flag back behind the line of scrimmage, so we got two on this play. Might have two penalties happening at the same time. And we got pass interference against the Blackhawks has been declined. Personal foul roughing the passer has been accepted and enforced. That is a 15, well, both of them are 15-yard penalties from the previous spot. And, of course, an automatic first down as well. So Gehlen Catholic gets up to the Hinton 33 on the penalty. So after the roughing the passer and pass interference on the same play, the roughing the passer is the one they enforce. 1st and 10 now from the Blackhawk 33. Now Gehlen's really got to score. 10-13 to play, 14-0 Hinton. Out of the shotgun is McCarty. Belt high snap, rolls left, tries to just chuck it upfield. He's got Brant Klein in the open field of the 25, and then he is brought down to the 24. That's a pickup of 9. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1, and now Gehlen Catholic's got something rolling as they feel a little bit better about maybe trying to find the end zone here later tonight. Score update from Jim Lorenzen Field, and the Bulldogs have gotten on the board. 15-7, Sergeant Bluff Luton leads midway through the 4th quarter. Now we've got officials timeout here. And the touchdown there for the Bulldogs. Jamie Sitzman finding Tyson Augustine for 6. Our officials are going to look at this to see if it's a first down. They're actually going to bring the chains out for this. I'm a little surprised, but I've been wrong on these measurements here before. I'm kind of surprised on just a 2nd down play that they don't just take the original spot. But hey, that's why you measure it. It's going to be a first down there. That's kind of an interesting spot, and ends up being a bit of an interesting measurement there. But the Blackhawks the Jays pick up a first down. They get deeper into Hinton territory. It looked like that was just a 9-yard completion, but nevertheless, it ends up being a first down. 9:57 and counting to play. 14-0 Hinton leads. Gehlen at the Blackhawk 24. Really got to score. This is the closest Gehlen's been to the end zone here tonight. And they have some momentum here. 2 receivers on either side. McCarty in the shotgun. He takes the snap, fakes the give. He's keeping up the right seam, and he breaks the first tackle. Gets a little bit of space up across the 20. And he is finally brought down about the 18-yard line. Pickup of 6, and so the Gehlen Catholic Jays are officially into the red zone as they try and find the end zone now for the first time here tonight. 14-0 in favor of the Hinton Blackhawks. 9:10 to play in regulation, and Gehlen Catholic now at the Blackhawk 18 in the red zone with 2nd down and 4. McCarty out of the pistol, 2 on either side, takes it, gives it left. Pearson around the tackle left side. He's got a first down, 15, 10. The left numbers to the 6. He's tackled out of bounds at about the 7. But a penalty flag is thrown, so that 11-yard gain is going to probably come back. They're going to get the Jays, I think, for a hold downfield. Yep, there's the hold. Blackhawks saw it right away as well. The coaching staff was frantically pointing for the penalty flag to be thrown. They got it. It's a holding penalty, and that hard 11-yard run for Pearson is negated. Taken off the books. Back to the 25-yard line on the penalty. It ends up being a net loss of 7, and it'll be 2nd down and 11 here for Gehlen. 8:45 to play in the ball game, and again a 14-0 Blackhawk advantage. 2 scores the difference, and Gehlen's got to figure out how to get to the end zone. It has been a real struggle here tonight to find the end zone. The snap back to McCarty, gives to Pearson, trying to string it out the right sideline, and he is tackled at his ankles by Gabe Anderson. And he's out of bounds at about Pearson's out of bounds about the 20, gets to the 18. And out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 8. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 on the carry there by Pearson. So Pearson picks up 8, makes 3rd down much more manageable after facing a 2nd and 11. Now under 8 minutes to go in this ball game with 7:55 to play. It's 3rd down and 3 for the Jays from the Hinton 17-yard line. McCarty, pistol. 2 on either side. They give to Pearson. They go back to the well. And Pearson is stopped short, at least we think, at the 15-yard line. 2 yards there for Cale Pearson. It looks like it'll be 4th down and 1. I don't think this is going to warrant a measurement. Oh, and Dane Lehman's hurt. Dane Lehman comes up limping pretty severely there. He's trying to stomp his feet to try and maybe get something back into place. They're trying to pop his knee back. Oh, my gosh. They're trying to pop his knee back into place, I think. Either a knee or an ankle. Wow, what a tough kid. What a tough kid. He stays in the ball game, doesn't have to leave. It's now 4th down and 1 here for the Jays from the Hinton 15. 2 receivers on either side. Under center goes McCarty. Here comes the quarterback sneak. He needs a yard on 4th and 1. The Blackhawks think they made the stand. Well, this official spot is going to be everything. There wasn't really a whole lot of leverage from the Gehlen offensive line. And so I don't think they got enough push there to send McCarty forward for a first. Jeremy Schindler's eyeballing it on the far side of the field. And so, what do we think here? Our officiating crew will give it a measurement. Oh, that's a friendly spot. I think that's going to be a friendly spot for the Jays. Whether he earned that or not, I guess, is the million-dollar question. But I thought he stood up pretty quickly there. We'll see. This is going to be close again. On 4th down and 1. Did he get it? He did not. Blackhawks stand tall and turn the Jays away on downs for the 4th time tonight. Gehlen Catholic turns the ball over on downs. This time they turn it over on downs in the red zone. And the Hinton defense stands tall on 4th down for the 4th time tonight. They get off the field in this manner. Excellent job by the Blackhawks. Now get the ball with 7:12 to play, and if they can play their cards right, they could take a lot of time off this clock and get out of here with a 1-0 record to start their 3-week non-district schedule. 1st and 10 from the 15. 3 receivers right of Gabe Anderson in the shotgun, 1 left. Takes a snap, and he gives up the middle. As carry going to Brooks Benabus. He's brought down for a gain of 2 to the 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8 here for Brooks Benabus on the carry. And the Blackhawks are going to try and take this play clock all the way down to 1 before every snap, I would have to imagine. Neither team's used a timeout yet here in the second half, so they've got plenty of options. Gehlen, if they can get a few stops, 3 in a row anyway, they'll have a chance to try and get off the field there. Snap with 2 on the play clock, and Anderson play fakes. He throws over the middle, and Barrett got crunched. Cale Pearson hits him at his waist as the ball was coming there. He timed it perfectly. No pass interference. Or wait, there is a penalty flag. Oh, hang on a minute. It's going to go against Hinton, so it's not on the hit. An excellent job by Pearson. He timed that perfectly. Got there as soon as the ball got there and hit Barrett to disrupt it. Got an ineligible man downfield against Hinton. It's declined. I like that call by Jeremy Schindler. The down is way more valuable than the 5 yards here, and it's 3rd down and 8 now for Hinton. Great coverage from Pearson getting to that football right on cue. 6:25 to play, 14-0 in favor of Hinton. Boy, a quick 3 and out would do wonders here for Gehlen Catholic, keeping them at least in the ball game for a little bit longer. 3rd and 8, Gabe Anderson in the gun. He rolls out to his right, off tackle. He's looking to throw down the sideline. Now he steps in front of the line of scrimmage, chucks it downfield to Kyle Leary. The catch is made, and he gets out of bounds to the 41-yard line, but it's coming back. He was in front of the line of scrimmage. It's an illegal forward pass. That ball is coming back. He was a couple yards in front of the line of scrimmage. This one's going to come back, folks. We've got a penalty in the middle of the field. This is going to be an illegal forward pass. That's going to be the main thing here. Our white hat, Dwayne Johnson, he's asking Kadrian Harderson what the penalties are here. And maybe this won't be, it is an illegal forward pass. Okay, they were about to line up that they were going to move this off in favor of Hinton, but this is going to be an illegal forward pass, which then also means a loss of down. And so it's going to be 4th down. They also lose, 2 yards, I guess? So a loss of downs, and it is 4th down, or a loss of down, 4th and 10, and now Ray Stokes will boot it away. Cale Pearson back at midfield, inside midfield, to try and return this kick. Hinton had only 10 men out on the field, and so they bring one out from the bench, and now we'll line up to boot it away. The Jays bring a rush, trying to block it, but Stokes gets it away. Pearson takes a step up, and it sails over his head. A great punt by Stokes. It gets across the 35, and it is touched down at about the 32-yard line. What a kick by Stokes. He got it over the head of Pearson and got the friendly roll as well. And Gehlen Catholic will start at their own 32. That punt goes for 53 yards and kind of flips the field, evidently, in a bit of a small way. But, boy, what a kick there by Reese Stokes. That was kind of what we were talking about earlier. And then, of course, he had to kick one off the side of his foot when we were talking about how good of a weapon he was, at least kicking the football. But He does a nice job there and gives the Jays some horrible field position. 1st and 10 here for Gehlen. They're actually going to get it at the 31-yard line, so give him an extra yard on that punt. 1st and 10, Cole McCarty in the shotgun, 2 on either side. As he takes a snap, drops to throw, but a penalty flag is thrown before the snap gets off. I think the Jays jumped. We will see what officially the call is with 6:05 to play. And again, a 14-0 Hinton advantage here. And false start is the call, so the Jays will lose the 5 yards back to their own 20, well, they will say 27. 5-yard false start penalty. It's 1st and 15 here for Gehlen Catholic from their own 27-yard line. 6:05 to play, 14-0 in favor of Gehlen. McCarty, quick drop, throws over the middle. It is juggled and dropped by Wyatt Coons. Kyle Leary there. He was able to deflect that ball away after the initial touch by Coons. It'll be 2nd down and 15 on the incompletion. Not a bad ball, all things considered, by McCarty. He put it right there, but there was just too much hand fighting going on that nobody could bring in the football. So it is 2nd down and 15 here for Gehlen Catholic from their own 27. 6:01 to play and a 14-0 Hinton advantage. As McCarty lines up in the shotgun, 2 on either side of the belt high snap with a quick 3-step drop, screen pass right. It is caught by Cale Pearson trying to make a move and get free. Right numbers across the 30 to the 35, and he is finally deemed out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 8 for Cale Pearson on the little dump off. And it is now, 3rd down, about 7. 3rd and 7 here for Gehlen Catholic from their own 34. 35. Well, they got it at the 34 now. 2 on either side here. Again, it is McCarty in the shotgun. He takes a snap. A quick 3-step drop again. Has a good pocket. Now he gets crushed. That ball popped out of his hands. It's a fumble. Picked up by Dane Lehman, and he's got a 1st down. Across the 41 to the 43, the Blackhawks are throwing their hands out. If the officials deem this a fumble, anybody can pick up the football. And they do say it was a fumble. Evidently, McCarty's hands were not going forward. Kadrian Harderson is not happy with the call as he sulks back to the bench with his head down. Oh, what a big call there. The Jays get a break and a 1st down, rolling left. McCarty gets hit again, and this time he loses yardage. The sack back there by Jackson Kunkel, and he's going to lose a big set of yards, but a penalty flag is thrown once again. So hold on for just a moment. It is going to go against the Blackhawks. I'm going to go unsportsmanlike conduct again. Maybe a little taunt there after the play. It goes against Hinton, and it will be a 1st down. So they get the sack, but then the unsportsmanlike penalty moves the Jays forward to the Hinton 46 and to a 1st down. Boy, a couple of wacky plays have gone Gehlen's way here back-to-back. You had the fumble out of McCarty's hands into Dane Lehman's hands, and he rumbled forward for a 1st down, then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And so with all of that, Kadrian Harderson calls his first time out of the second half with 5:18 to play. It's 14-0. Hinton leads. We're back with more of this contest after this on KLEM.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamars.
This is Cole McCarty, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Radio. 5:18 remains in regulation, and the Hinton Blackhawks with a 14-0 lead over Gehlen Catholic. Jays have it at the Blackhawk 46, and it follows some really strange plays. So Cole McCarty got hit and lost the football right into the hands of Dane Lehman 2 plays ago. Lehman, the offensive lineman, carried for 9 yards and got the first down. And then McCarty was sacked, but then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty ended up deeming that Gehlen would get 15 yards and a first down. So Cole McCarty lines up in the shotgun, a knee-high snap and a straight drop back. Looking to throw. He gets hit as he unloads over the middle, and it is brought in by Landon Knipe. He makes the catch across the 30. He's down to the 26. A penalty flag comes in. Gabe Anderson tried to wrap him up low, and I wonder if he maybe got there a little too early, but the catch is going to be the main thing here. I don't think Coach Schindler is going to matter if there was pass interference here. Unless it's against the Jays, obviously. That's a problem, but I don't think he cares if it's against the Blackhawks. He wants the 20-yard completion there to Knipe. And there we go. Yeah, it is going to be defensive pass interference, so it will be a 20-yard completion to Landon Knipe and a big first down for Gehlen Catholic. 5:08 to play and counting. 14-0 Blackhawks. Again, Jays are in must-score territory at the 26. Play fake. McCarty rolls right. He steps up looking to run across the 25. Breaks a tackle. Spun out of another one, and he's finally wrestled down by Reese Stokes of the 20. He picks up 6, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards there for Cole McCarty. First down, or 2nd and 4, excuse me. Also, at Jim Lorenzen Field, Lamar's Community ties it up. 15-15, minute 16 to play in that ball game. I think that might be heading to overtime. 2nd and 4, low snap. Bounces to McCarty, lobs up a screen pass to Cale Pearson. That ball's incomplete, and now the Blackhawks say it was a backward pass, but the officials blow it dead. It's an incomplete pass. Boy, Cale Kramer, the defensive coordinator, really thought that was a backwards pass. Yeah, he is frustrated. He thought that was a backwards pass all day. He had a great angle on it, but it's deemed incomplete, and it's now 3rd down and 4. Boy, what a tough break there for the Blackhawks. If it did go backwards, Hinton was all over it to pick it up. But the Jays stay on the field. It's 3rd down, we'll say about 3 with 4:21 to play. 14-0 in favor of Hinton. McCarty, the snap, fakes the give. He keeps up the middle. He's into the red zone. The near sideline judge has a good spot for a first down here, but our far line judge, if they go with that, I think he's short. He is short, 2 yards. Needed 3. 4th down and 1 upcoming. 4th down and 1. And so we'll see what can be done here. Money down. Snap back to McCarty. Gives around the left side. Pearson's got a first down easily and a couple more as he's brought down by Kyle Leary across the 15 to the 14. He's got 4. And that is good for a Gehlen Catholic first down. So Gehlen Catholic stays on the field. 3:44 to go, but time's starting to wind down. Are you going to be able to get the football back? I don't know. 14-0. Hinton leads. 3:39 to play. Jays have first down and 10 at the Hinton 14-yard line. Shotgun look for McCarty. Takes a snap. Play fakes. Throws back corner of the end zone. 50-50 ball, and the Blackhawks may have it. They do. Cole Friesen with an interception. Hinton picks off Cole McCarty. Cole Friesen in single coverage. beats his man, picks off the football, and could seal the win here for the Hinton Blackhawks. It's a touchback in the end zone. Will come back out to the 20. Cole Friesen has himself an interception. He has had a great night tonight on the defensive side of the ball, and the Blackhawks get the football. Now the goal, chew up that clock to oblivion. 14-0. Hinton leads it. The Jays do have all 3 timeouts, and now the question will be, when do you start using them? Do you use it on the first set of downs? Do you use it under 2 minutes? It'll be interesting to see how Coach Schindler approaches this here. 1st and 10. Gabe Anderson goes up under center at his own 20-yard line. Takes a snap. He gives to the tailback, Cole Friesen, after his interception. He's got a good first down carry. He picks up about 3 to the 23, and Jeremy Schindler will use the first of his 3 allotted timeouts here in the second half. 3-yard carry for Cole Friesen and a timeout called on the field. With 3:24 to play, 14-0 Hinton. We're back with more football after this from Hinton here on KLEM.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work toward success on the field and in the classroom.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Dylan Pecos, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio at KLEM1410.com with a video stream, and that you can find on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Well, the Blackhawks just a few plays away from trying to put this one to bed. 3:24 to play. It's second down and about 7 to go from the 23-yard line. Blackhawks lead 14-0. Anderson with a quarterback keep. He takes up the left sideline 30, 35-40. He's in the open field midfield, 45-40, and he's run out of bounds by the safety, Cale Pearson, at the 40-yard line. That's a 37-yard carry for Gabe Anderson, and that will definitely put the nail in the coffin there. 37 yards for Gabe Anderson. And a money first down here for the Blackhawks to the Gehlen 40-yard line with 3:16 to play. Jays have used one of their 3 timeouts, and well, now at this point it is almost a formality here, the final 196 seconds of this contest. First down and 10. Play clock's down to 3. Gonna have to snap it quickly. They get it to Anderson. He gives up the middle. Brogan Lake. He's got a head of steam, and he picks up 4 yards to the Gehlen Catholic 36. And it will be second down and 6 for Hinton. So tick, 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 tick. The Blackhawks just keep chewing the clock, keep running the football, and they will be a 1-0 football team after week 1. Kind of interesting. Coach Harderson on our pregame chat, he kind of, in a way, said these non-district games don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but you obviously still want to win them. You obviously want to put a good product out there, and the Blackhawks definitely have, especially in the final 2.5 quarters. Anderson with the keeper on 2nd and 6. He gets upended, tripped across the 30 to the 27-yard line. He's got another Blackhawk first down as he picks up 9 yards on the play. That officially or unofficially puts him over 100 yards rushing. 11 carries, 107 yards on the ground for Gabe Anderson. He's also thrown for a touchdown pass. 47 yards through the air for Gabe Anderson with a touchdown pass, so he is doing things the right way at this point. First and 10, now from the Gehlen Catholic 27 with 2:03 to play. The high snap. Anderson couldn't bring it down. Ball's knocked loose, and the Jays are on it at the 37-yard line. That snap too tall. Anderson couldn't knock it down to him. Drake Hodson comes up with the football. A bad shotgun snap, and Gehlen will get it back at their own 37-yard line with 1:56 to play. Still down 2 possessions. So at this point, I don't know what much more you can do unless you get a big shot play here. That could potentially lead to something, but you're really running out of time here. So Hodson recovered the ball, and now Gehlen will get it. 1st and 10 of their own 37. McCarty drops back. He needs to air it out deep and throws right seam. That ball is picked off, and the Blackhawks take it back up the left sideline. And Hinton with Jack Dedeker. They're going to get a first down back to the 37-yard line as well. Jack Dedeker was in coverage there. He picked off the pass, and the Hinton Blackhawks now can put that one back to bed. 1 pass and an INT. The second interception forced by Hinton. All is right in the world when a Dedeker is on the field for the Hinton Blackhawks, and Jack Dedeker is being mobbed by his teammates on the sideline. Excellent job picking off the pass, and the Blackhawks are just a few plays away from sealing it again. After back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back plays, Gabe Anderson goes under center. Takes a snap and a straight-ahead run for Cole Friesen. He picks up a few yards as he gets tackled forward to the 32. 5 yards on the play. Maybe just 4 to the 33. It'll be 2nd and 6, and the Jays will use another timeout here. So timeout on the field here in Hinton. We'll take it as well. Starting to run out of time with 1:44 to play, and it's a 14-0 Hinton lead. We'll take the break and back with the conclusion of this contest after this on KLEM.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Lamar's Agri-Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri-Center, your source for everything that grows.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
This is Brent Klein, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to the Health Sports Complex in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you. 2nd down and 6 here for the Blackhawks at the Gehlen 33. Anderson fakes the give, keeps around the right side. He gets across the 30, and he comes out the other side across the 25, right at the 25. Gabe Anderson bull rushes for 8. He's got a first down, and that will officially be the final nail in the coffin. Just 1 timeout remaining for Gehlen Catholic. It's not going to do them any good to try and get the football back with Hinton up 14-0. And the Blackhawks are going to start the year the same way they started last year, with a 1-0 record and a shutout win here in Hinton now. They did it in Lamar's last year. They're going to do it on their home turf here this year. Snap back to Anderson. Straight ahead run for Friesen. He breaks the tackle. Gets up the left sideline to the 15, 10 to the 5 to the pylon, and Cole Friesen is in. Touchdown Blackhawks. Cole Friesen finds the end zone for his first score of the night, and that will put the cherry on top. Blackhawks with a 20-0 lead with 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go in regulation. Now there you go. Cole Friesen has had a great night. He had the interception there with Gehlen's final decent drive. He's had a great night on the ground. 8 carries for 67 yards and now a rushing touchdown. And now Reese Stokes in for the point after try. Trying to make it a 21-0 win over Gehlen Catholic. The snap back to Anderson, the spot, and the point after kick by Reese Stokes is through the uprights. And it is good. Your score now with 1 minute, 2 seconds to go. 21-0 in favor of Hinton. Back with the kickoff after this on KLEM.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty, Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
This is Drake Hodson, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
I welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex in Hinton. Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in this ball game. And the Hinton Blackhawks find the end zone, a 25-yard rushing touchdown for Cole Friesen. That's put the Blackhawks up 21-0 and will put them up for good. Gehlen Catholic has just one timeout remaining. And there's not really much they can do about this score for the rest of this game. It'll be Caden Barrett to boot the kickoff away. And somewhere back there will be Cale Pearson, a right-footed kick. And Cale Pearson goes back to his own 1-yard line, and he takes it out up the right seam to the 5-10. He's brought down all the way back there at the 10-yard line. The Blackhawks get to that kick return, and no chance. Cameron Robbins, the freshman, with a nice play on special teams. And Gehlen Catholic will start their final drive of the night at their own 10-yard line. Just kind of summing up what kind of a night it has been, unfortunately, for Gehlen Catholic. 21-0 ball game in favor of the Blackhawks, and Gehlen will have it at their own 10-yard line, trying to see if they can salvage maybe some scores on this contest, but it's not looking likely. 1st and 10 from the 10. McCarty, pistol, takes a snap, gives up the middle. Pearson working his way through the line, is getting a 5-yard run, a hard 5 earned yards for Cale Pearson. Will make it 2nd and 5. And again, this one seemingly all over here. The score 21-0 in favor of Hinton. 33 seconds left to go in the ball game, and it looks like the Blackhawks will just have, or the Jays will have to just run one more play. And that will finish the job here. Out of the pistol, McCarty gives. Pearson tackled forward, and he picks up just a yard of the 16-yard line, and that will be all she wrote here from Hinton tonight. Your final score, Hinton 21 and Gehlen Catholic 0. The Blackhawks, for the second year in a row, shut out Gehlen Catholic and start off the year with a 1-0 record. Outstanding showing all the way around as Hinton seals off a 21-0 victory over Gehlen Catholic. We'll take a break, and we're back with our post-game coverage after this from Hinton here on KLEM.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products, and they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Plymouth Awards and Engraving is a proud sponsor of local athletics. For all of your custom awards and engraving needs, visit Plymouth Awards and Engraving at 130 4th Avenue Northeast in Lamar's. You are sure to find that perfect gift for anyone at Plymouth Awards and Engraving.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
This is Alex Peters, and you are listening to Jays Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to the Held Sports Complex here in Hinton. One final time as the Hinton Blackhawks are a 21-0 winner over the Gehlen Catholic Jays in Week 1 of the high school football season. Hinton off to a 1-0 start. Gehlen Catholic drops to 0-1 in similar fashions to last year. Another shutout win for Hinton to open the season. Great night of football here tonight at the Held Sports Complex. We were glad you could tune in for it here on KLEM Radio, or if you watched it on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, of course, that's a great way to enjoy your high school football contests as well, as we give you that opportunity to enjoy your teams. Well, of course, coming up, we will have some post-game stats. We'll try and get you as many scores as we can from around the area. Not as many as we would like are coming in at this point, but we'll try and flag some down for you as the night starts to wind down in Week 1 of the high school football season here. And so we will try to track some of those down for you coming up later on here tonight. But again, the final score here from Hinton, 21-0 in favor of the Hinton Blackhawks. Again, a job well done as they were able to put the nails in the coffin late. Their defense showed up. It was a slow start, first quarter. Definitely not the way Hinton wanted to get things going, but afterwards it was all Hinton. They settled in big time and put things to bed afterwards. Get a 21-0 win. The Blackhawks got their only touchdown there late in the second quarter with about a minute left. A Kyle Leary reception from Gabe Anderson. Brogan Lake started the second quarter off, or the second half off in a big way. 18 yards scamper and score after a 3-minute, 17-second drive. It was 14-0 at that point. Kind of traded possessions, traded turnovers, and then by the time the game was starting to wrap up, Cole Friesen decided to get in on the scoring fun. He finds the end zone from 25 yards out to cap things off. Hinton finishes with 265 yards of offense, 218 on the ground. How about Gabe Anderson tonight? 12 carries, 115 yards. He also completed 5 passes for 47 yards and a passing touchdown. Cole Friesen, 8 carries, 67 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Brogan Lake, 3 carries for 31 yards. Kyle Leary, 2 catches for 17 yards and a score. Jays with 207 yards of offense, 155 on the ground. Cale Pearson ran the ball 19 times for 80 yards. Cole McCarty, 18 carries for 49 yards. He also was able to complete a total of 7 passes, 17 attempts overall. A couple of interceptions, 52 yards through the air. But it was not quite enough here tonight. The Jays had their opportunities. They got into the red zone numerous times. They were turned over on downs 4 times here tonight. They turned the ball over as far as interceptions are concerned a couple of times here tonight, but in the end, Hinton pulls off the 21-0 win. They start off 1-0. The Hinton Blackhawks will be then at home, going to be a tall task. They're going to get the number 5 ranked team in Class 2A football. That is Western Christian. They're going to be coming to town here on Friday night next week. They're at Akron Westfield a week afterwards. District play starts 3 weeks from tonight. Gehlen Catholic, they'll have their district opener next week, Friday night, in town at Jim Lorenzen Field. They'll take on MMCRU. We'll have that ball game for you here on KLEM. They're out at Alta Aurelia right after that. We'll have that for you as well. And then ho-hum, the number 1 team in Class A football, Woodbury Central, comes to town in week 4 to finish off the non-district schedule. That would be Woodbury Central. So that's what's ahead. Do want to also remind you, coming up tomorrow morning, we will have our first in-season edition of the KLEM Coaches Corner. We are going to for sure chat with Ken Vigdahl, head coach of Lamar's Community, Gehlen Catholic head coach Jeremy Schindler. We're also going to try and track down Travis Newman, one of the co-head coaches of Kingsley Pearson River Valley football, and get his thoughts on their ball game. The last update we have from Aurelia had the Panthers up 13-8 over the Warriors. Also, the last update from Marcus had Cherokee up on MMCRU 37-8. These games are final. 4th-ranked Remsen St. Mary's 51-6 winner over Harris Lake Park. Ridgeview blanks Akron Westfield 10-0. And the Bulldogs of Lamar's Community, they stage a great fourth-quarter comeback to tie the game and force overtime. But Sergeant Bluff Luton pulls it off in the end. The Warriors, a 21-15 winner in OT over Lamar's Community. The Bulldogs start this year off 0-1. So that will do it here tonight from the Hinton Held Sports Complex in Hinton. The Blackhawks 21-0 winner over Gehlen Catholic. We'll have a full recap for you tomorrow on our website. On air. We'll have some scores for you on our website later tonight. So until then, this is Daniel Versteg saying so long for this edition of High School Football on KLEM Radio, on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel with some great videography work from our camera operator, Micah Gangler. Until next time, so long, and thanks for listening to and watching High School Football here on KLEM Radio. Good evening, everyone.